grab my phone in my car. I think this is gonna be good. Perfect.
So we began the third session of our new campaign set in the walled city of Yanjing, where we find our newly formed group of adventurers still awaiting their paperwork, but having gone out unlicensed, subjugated a gang of ne'er-do-wells who kidnapped a poor, defenseless Wei Yang girl and forced her to empower their magic items, which they used for petty thievery, burglary. But having beaten up a bunch of thugs, narrowly escaping death multiple times, you did recover uh, Ida and brought her home. And now you must wrestle with the fact that you are something like heroes and set yourself on this new course. What does it mean? And where will you go?
Mm.
And where are you now?
Level 2, hopefully.
All right.
You can hope.
So when we wrapped up Flick, we had successfully returned her to the
Yeah.
Warren, the city within the city.
Yeah,
Yes.
way
So,
The
yeah, I
Weighing
think
Way.
uh, y'all hung out kind of at the edge of the ghetto. I took her home, and then on my way back to you cats to do what we want to get into next.
So we're at the good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco's establishment.
Back at the office. Um, help yourself to the scotch, I guess. Uh, if I recall, we were on a mission for Orthog, and then all of a sudden, an emergency mission for Flick just flacked right out of the woodwork.
Yes.
So Orthog,
Yeah.
refresh our memories. What's going on with Homegirl?
So yeah, I was doing some work on the seventh level, and I heard people talking of a young woman passing away suddenly. I threw on my spidey sense, and I could detect some evil in the area surrounding this house, but I did not have time to investigate, and I would like to go there, check the area out, and see if we can do some good for that. I don't know if I don't even know if they have a family, but we're gonna find out.
What were
What's
you
the name of this?
doing
Yeah.
on the 7th?
Well, I was doing some tile work.
Tile? You lay tile?
I do a little bit of this and that.
You were delivering tile
I was delivering tile, yes,
or
but I was
carrying a shipment of tile.
Just doing tile
More
work.
probably like had a hand cart or something like that. Manual labor.
Just doing tile work, you guys.
an honest living.
Yeah, that's good labor.
Well,
Glenn plays D&D so he can escape reality and become a delivery man.
Yes, yes. My true calling is the road.
You should play Death Stranding. Yes.
Death race.
the courier, the messenger.
So,
So
I'm pretty fucked up, but we can go. Let's just not try to get into some shit if we want to
no,
get
I
out.
think
I
we're all
think we
dead.
need to take some rest, do some heals. If anybody,
After going for 2 hours, it's time to go. Yeah.
perhaps a day of rest.
Yes.
I mean, that was a pretty serious scrap.
I mean,
That all
3 of
done.
you
You gotta
went
check
down
in.
and went back and came back up.
Oh, yeah.
Like Flake, you've checked in with your people. We've just come from the weighing ways. That all done. Surely, do you have like a manager? Do you you gotta check in with the boys, bud? Aren't they gonna start worrying?
I'm given a wide degree of latitude, but it is important for me to check in from time to time with Father Sinshai. But that's mostly just for closing and opening contracts. And how much time has passed? 2 days since our group met?
Since you met, well, you met
I'm just working on my I have a 2 week deadline.
yesterday.
Right? Yesterday. Okay, so I've got
Yeah, so you met, immediately went and spoke with the vault keeper, and then and he told you to speak with his apprentice and get licensed as a mercenary organization. You crashed at the Good Reverend Doctor's establishment in the morning. You went and got that, or did you do that? Forget.
only rested once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to remember if you went to the apprentice before or after you rested.
Before.
before.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you spoke to him, came back to the doctor's office, rested there, and in the morning, Flick requested that you look for this poor woman, and you did that, and yeah, brought yourself to the edge of oblivion, for her sake, and so yeah, it's been less than 24 hours since you guys have met.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suggest we take a rest. As I lean against a wall and spit out blood.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we could rest for a day, do some healing, and make use of these magic rings that we've just found. How many rings did we find?
3.
3 magic rings. I have
Yep.
a couple suggestions for spells. I don't know who's available to cast what, but I think putting mage armor in one of those rings would help everybody. Or can you guys use magical devices?
These are extremely easy to use.
All right.
They
Dummy
don't require any significant effort, which is why the thugs were capable of using them.
bingo. And you can put a level 1 up to a level 1 spell in them.
Yeah. You get the impression these are probably fairly valuable items. Kind of a rarity. Yeah. And probably one of the biggest benefits of these things compared to just normally casting spells is that they will store within them a spell that could normally you could only cast on yourself, and then the wearer of that ring could then cast that spell on themselves, which can, I won't say break the game, but gently bend it quite a bit. I'd also suggest maybe you guys think through the scenario that you just been through and what what the ramifications are and what threads you might have left unpulled.
Well, there was the undeniable 7th gang member.
Yeah.
Unseen, unobserved, but out there.
I still wonder if we should let the authorities know in the hopes that the other 6 are apprehended.
I mean, yeah, man, they know who you are. They know where you live. They're coming after your people. They're climbing in your window, dude. They're snatching your people up.
Um,
Indeed.
I mean, we can't. It's not like we can go like run down the seventh member in a massive city. Like they're gone.
Right. How mad do you think the officers would be that we are unlicensed, but we're just awaiting the papers to come in the mail, but we've already completed our first task?
Well,
I think it could be more of an anonymous tip. I checked this out.
Well, Orthog, you would say that. You're an anonymous type of guy.
Yeah.
But I think Flick here is trying to rehabilitate the good name of his community and his people. And so being a little goody two shoes and telling the cops is like, right, yeah, go tell him, dude.
And
Let's take a day and heal, and you can go file a police report, and we can cast some spells on these rings.
what will you file?
That's the part. I don't know if I mean the only thing I have is the truth for now. I don't have anything else to say. So if there's a story that needs to be woven here, I'm all ears.
I think you should take Narjal with you to tell the town guard because he seems like a real straight shooter.
What?
He loves people.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got the highest charisma.
He does have the highest charisma.
I don't.
No, I said who? Who has the highest?
I have 14.
Good God! Really?
That's the battles and stabbings.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That was also a bard casting.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Flick is.
Mine's 17.
I forgot Flick was a bard.
Flick forgets he's a bard.
I mean, if you want
Combat,
to go to the authorities, that's fine. I just would come up with a story that's not, hey, just so you know, we beat the shit out of these guys and they're tied up now.
Well, yeah, I mean, they took away Yang, and we got her free, right? That's the most important piece. We left them subdued for the authorities to process.
I don't think it's a bad thing to say that we beat the shit out of them.
Would be part of it. Do you think, had you previously filed a police report with them? Or do you think the Wei Yang Gita would be willing to, testify?
I really don't want to put her through anything else, but possibly.
I would swing by her place and ask. She might want to have that, opportunity.
If we go to the cops with no weighing to back up the story, it'll be difficult for them to believe that they had a way in to begin with. So if we have her to fill out the report as well, that might be a good thing. Because if we just roll up and we're just like, hey, we beat the tar out of these guys, and they're tied up in that room there, they're gonna say why, and we're gonna say because they kidnapped our friend, and they're gonna say what friend, and we're gonna say our friend who's not here though.
The dwarf makes a good point.
Yeah. Okay. Well, while you guys have a lazy day, I'll go back. I'll ask her if she's comfortable with pursuing this, and if so, we'll do that. And then if not, I guess we can come back together and reevaluate the situation.
So is it you and Orthog going?
Yeah, if you plan on going with haste, I will join you.
Okay.
I'll go. Well,
Right.
I'm out of spell slots to provide. I'll go.
Okay. I'm not.
Yeah, I can't contribute anything to the rings right now either. So
I can't, but we'll stay here. Before you head out, I give you a little nudge on the side. I hold my hand out in here. There's something in my hand.
I look down at it. What's in your hand?
You, as a modern human being, recognize those are earplugs. You may not recognize that, but my hair explains to me. I know you don't do well with people, so I thought this might help kind of just muffle some of the noise while we're talking. You can slip them in; people won't really notice them
Slipping wet.
in your ears.
I look at you suspiciously. Take them. Lick them.
Yeah.
And then a little smile. Tiny little smile
Yeah.
crosses my face. I don't look at you again.
I'm ready to walk away.
And I just,
Flick, I walk,
join my compatriots.
I walk over to you, Flick. I give you a pat, and I say, I think what you're doing is really brave. And thanks again for letting me borrow your gum.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I don't recognize it. That's fine.
I mean, from what Jake's description, his gum is essentially just rubber.
It's not so much a flavor thing; it's just to keep the mouth occupied.
Oh, weird.
Just okay. And this is just for me.
Mhm.
I'd like you guys to walk through
Mhm.
the situation you just been through, and try to use concepts like why, therefore, and this means, things like that.
Are you encouraging us to think logically and not turn into murder hobos? Because that's not going to happen.
No.
Give us a jumping off point.
Okay.
Yeah.
These thugs kidnapped this girl.
Mm-hmm.
So they could have her cast non-detection on rings.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go in a circle.
Probably to do crimes such as thefts, heists.
Like thefts of special metal.
Possibly.
From a vault.
And
We'll
a,
talk.
From a vault.
and a rogue could have been involved.
One of them is missing.
It's bing bong.
Vault keeper didn't know how they got in there.
It's not working, is it?
No, that was it.
No, that's. I mean,
We nailed it.
Who's
get
who's
back
in the jail?
Bad outline. Give me an appraisal check.
Oh,
What's that
no.
one? Again. Fire.
Now we're cooking.
Oh, no. Oh, bueno.
So the rogue, though, the natural one. I'm just gonna keep going my train of thought. The rogue is also in the jail, if she's still there. If she's affiliated with this crime group, I don't know if it's a great idea for you guys to roll off on your own little spells and fuck all to do. I'm go to the place she might probably be.
Actually, you guys made a huge jump of logic. You were on the right track. This group of thugs is not the scale of people who could pull off robbing the vault.
Okay, so let's start over. Give us a jumping off point.
You're on the right track.
They do heists. They rob. They're stealing.
Yeah, therefore.
They might be about to steal something.
They had the girl for over a week.
She could have made 7 in that time, right? If it was one a day.
Well, she could have recharged the rings multiple times.
Yeah. She's a werewolf. Gilda's a werewolf.
Here's Gita. They had it for a week,
Yep.
so they did crimes for a week.
They were doing crimes for a week.
Dan, I
Can
would
we?
like Dan,
Can
I would
we?
like to roll knowledge soldier, I guess, would be the best thing I could roll because I was in it. Because I was in a
If they did crimes
yeah, I was in a
over
crime
the
against
course of a week,
Then-
probably at least 2 capers.
Yeah.
What does that suggest?
They're criminals.
criminals.
They run some sort of small criminal organization in the city.
They're part of the
Dan,
they're part of the thieves guild.
They're not.
could I?
Guilds.
Oh, we're fucking idiots.
We're not seeing something. We're not seeing something.
Dan, can I try like a knowledge local to see if there's been like news reports of some like
Sure.
string of crimes I can try to
Sure.
associate to this?
I rolled a 16 on my knowledge soldier. So.
Fuck me. That is a 14.
14.
Just down to the dark ones. You gonna get some help?
There you heard about
Make it work.
I might.
a nearby merchant who has been making a fuss about losing a golden statue that he had made, and he's pissed off about it being stolen. And that seems more like an equivalent level of robbing a house. That's what you think these guys are capable of.
Okay, so let me start again. I'll plant a seed again. Okay, so the robbers, the thieves, ran a mercantile. That was a front, maybe,
To sell stolen wares.
to sell stolen wares. Okay, all right, Jake.
And make money from those stolen wares. What's that? I don't have any seeds.
Reverend Doctor.
They've got to move the stolen goods they've been stealing.
Maybe we should go back and loot.
All logical statements. So, Orthok.
That's what I was looking for.
We should go back and loot the place.
But basically, like, you guys know these guys kidnapped this girl so they could go pull off thefts, which means they either have the stolen goods or they sold them off for an amount of money.
Which is incredible.
All you guys found were rings. You neither have the cache of money or the stolen goods, both of which would be of value to you in different ways. They're like, nah, let's tie them up, leave them in the back room.
In our defense, it was 11 p.m.
But it's
Let's go
not
back.
11 p.m.
No, dude. So can we retcon and say we just do that?
Well,
I
you
got
can't retcon, but you can go back.
All right.
Also, in our defense, I mean, I said that kind of with the what would Bort do mentality. Like, oh yeah, I've got stolen goods. I need to fence these goods. None of us are Bort. None of us are like devious criminal minds. That's who we're against. I don't think we would have thought. And I think
Yeah.
we're gonna save the girl. Oh, gee whiz, magical rings. I've never done this before. And I know that's not good from we need to get some loot so we can pay for some cool shit standpoint.
Well,
But
I think that
from
there are people among you who would think that way.
Battle 10, but
I definitely think.
Probably just him.
So that in mind, as you guys are about to go off to the police, I start to head towards the door, and I will transition my natural one to this scenario of me pulling out the key and trying to walk to the door quietly to go back and loot the place.
Where you going, bud?
Ah! It dawned on me that you guys are going to need hard evidence. And I would bet that there is some amount of stolen material back at the shop. So rather than re-traumatizing that poor Wei lick, I figured we could probably go back, see if there's anything that we think might be stolen, could take to the police as evidence of their crimes, and frankly absolve ourselves of a room full of horribly beaten and tied up people. I didn't want to burden you all with that though. If you want to come with me, that's fine, but I really can take this on my own.
Well, you as you said previously, there is a potential for an angry rogue to wish ill fates upon us, so maybe we should stick together.
I like sticking together.
That's fine. Should we wait? It's a little bit of a gamble.
I think we wait at least. Oh, let's say. Oh gosh, just off the cuff. I think we wait 8 hours of rest and meditation.
That's a long time. That's one amount of that's enough time for it to be odd that the story's closed.
I think we got to just go.
Yeah.
If bad things happen, we get the fuck out of there.
I like it.
Yeah. Give me a Pennsylvania one. And an eraser, please. Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and we all going together then?
I think so. So to reiterate, we left, walked back here. We're here for maybe a half an hour. We're walking.
No,
straight
you
back.
left, took the girl back to the Wei ghetto,
Mhm.
and then you went back to the doctor's office,
And now,
and then you had a light bulb moment. So I'd say it's probably been around 2 hours.
okay. Let's definitely go back. Yeah.
It's early afternoon.
Okay. Yeah. Let's try to be that good. Let's go.
Fellas, I'm gonna have to stay at the office, take care of a little business. I don't know how else to say this, but I'm tapped out. See,
I pat you on your little rat shoulder. And I say, understandable, good doctor. The most important thing you have is your health.
I would like to just share with the group that I am covered in my own blood and am still accompanying you all.
Yeah,
back.
you don't have to.
No, I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm terrified to go anywhere alone, but I'm too prideful to show it.
Mhm.
I'll do a sense motive on that.
Most of you are covered in your own blood, except for Orthog. He's covered in someone else's blood.
I look
Oh,
perfect.
could I just press to digitate everyone? Will that clean us up enough to go on?
That will, if everyone's willing to be
Yeah,
pressed
I mean,
digitated.
I think that's probably a good idea to not be walking through the streets covered in blood.
You can do that. By all means.
I got to put my long fingers on you.
You are a strange little man.
So yeah, it's totally not necessary for the spell, but I give you a little tickle when I do it.
Roll fortune save.
Okay.
You giggle.
So yeah, I'm giggling. Stop it!
So now one, you may pee yourself. You've probably never been tickled.
I tinkled a little bit. My mom tickled me as a child.
Mhm.
Okay.
Warthogger, did you even get hit? Are you bloody at all? Are you
No, I
bleeding?
have other people's blood on me.
Yeah, okay. It'll work all the same.
So we head back to the bodega.
Bodega.
We arrive. I take out the key, unlock, step in, wave everybody in, and once everyone's in the bodega, I lock the door behind us.
Wonderful.
The interior is as disheveled and messy as you all left it. There's some blood stains on the floor, on the wall. A couple of the shelves have taken some damage, and there are goods laying on the ground. And a couple of drag marks leading into the back room.
I'm going to roll a perception check to see if I see anything that may be of value. Did you
Can I jump on this real quick?
Sure.
I walk back to the area where we timed them up, or on the other side of that closed door, and I jiggle because that door was locked as well. I jiggle that door like I'm trying to get into it. What I'm trying to do is, I guess this might be a bluff, but I'm trying to see if one of them will solicit and like yell, like, "Oh, is that you, person number 7?"
okay.
I guess the question I have is, you left them bound. Did you leave them gagged?
I don't think so. I only have rope.
Okay.
You see when they're passed out too, it's only been 2 hours.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And they're like, nah, this isn't normal. Getting knocked unconscious by falling down. This is like they almost died.
Yeah, they're pretty fucked up.
Yeah, they've been beating me to near death.
I did roll a 22 on the perception check, but it's just in the main room to see if maybe I recognize that statue, just in case Flick mentioned it, or just anything that looks weighty. Because
Yeah, I think I would have shared that information for sure.
No, you don't. You don't see you don't see any statues. But looking around, you do see behind the counter there is a lockbox.
Oh, it's okay. It's a lockbox. Daniel.
Interesting.
You don't want me to try to pick it or anything. I'm not good at it.
I don't think I have any way of opening it other than just like smashing it on the ground.
Well, okay, let's move past the obvious. I'm sorry, I didn't try to see if it was locked or not. I go up to it and attempt to open it.
It opened because they were in the middle of business. So,
Yeah, perfect. What is in there?
money.
How much? Like does it? I look around, and I'm like, does this seem like the amount of money? I'm a businessman. Does this seem like the amount of money that they would have from selling the goods that are clearly visible?
You would expect a shop like this to have tops like 10 gold,
Yeah.
and there's like 80 gold in there.
Ah.
It's, at least most of the coins are silver and copper, but just the fact that there's like 50 gold coins in there that's a weird thing for a convenience store.
Okay. For the time, I kind of tell everyone about it, and then for the time being, I close it.
How much was it?
Like 80 gold.
Like, or how much exactly?
He didn't. Well, I mean, counting out all of it, he
I essayed it.
Yeah, he got the impression there's at least 50 gold coins, and then an assortment of silver and copper that would probably add up to another 30 gold worth.
I kind of close it. I let them know, and then I kind of close it and say I'm gonna go look for more stuff. There's no reason to, we haven't left yet, so no reason to take the drawer out.
Going and jiggling the door handle, you do hear a voice from the room, and it calls out, Lang?
Nen?
Lang.
Lang.
Liang.
Lang.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Liang. Yeah. But there's a bit of it's like a horse,
You should just say,
theater whisper or
Yeah.
stage whisper.
"It's me, Leanne. Come to save you." And what was your name again? I forget.
Okay.
Oh, gee. What's the name of our gang, boss? Seems as though those ruffians made a real mess of it, huh?
After you
So
don't answer,
Mm-hmm.
the voice says, "Who is? Who are you?"
I'm ready to just walk away.
Did we search thoroughly the room that they're in?
No, wouldn't go.
You searched nothing.
We searched nothing. Rephrase that. We saved a young girl.
I have a 21 perception for my search.
Okay, and you're searching.
Let's see. You search around the counter. You're searching the shelves. I'm gonna search around that back area where I saw the guys lounging. I'll just like get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Searching the house.
So that area is pretty simple and basic, but there was a room there to a store, or there was a door there to a storage room.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Forget if it was it you, or was it one of the two of you that like poked their head in,
Oh,
saw that it was that it was just like random goods that for the shelves in the front of the store, and then you left.
Okay. I go back into that storage.
Searching in there, it doesn't take you long to just going through the shelves, moving things around. You see that there is an object wrapped in a cloth tucked behind some of the stuff, and pulling it out and taking a look at it is a golden statue.
Uh-huh. Do I find anything else?
Give me an appraise check.
Okay. Well,
You're familiar enough with precious metals and iconography and so on and so forth. Handling this thing, it's maybe about 2 feet tall. It's not it's a carving of a sort of the aesthetic of a woman in dance, but it's not it's not made to be realistic. It's more of a figure or a form, and handling it, you can readily you're well aware that this is not solid gold, that it is gold coated of something else. Does not weigh nearly enough to be solid gold. Then you don't know about its artistic value, but its intrinsic value is probably less than 10 gold. So if it's some important artist, it could be significantly more expensive than that.
I
really need to know that.
Yeah, I put it down. Do I find anything else of value in the room?
Doing a thorough search, you don't find anything particularly valuable. But you do find that there is out of the ordinary. There's a set of daggers back here. And uh and a poorly maintained set of leather armor.
Okay. Do I need to appraise those, or I'm just like, yeah, those are worth like.
They're standard, they're not
Yeah.
masterwork or anything.
Hmm. Okay. I, finishing the appraisal of this room, I call up through the open door. I think I found what we're looking for. Come check this out, and I step out the door and gesture you guys into the statue.
You gesture them into the statue.
You know, into the room for the statue. And I think I think we should just grab the nearest guard outside. Someone just litter. We'll find one, and say, "Hey, we found the statue here, and these are the guys."
I think I'm gonna try to clean up some of the blood at least, so it doesn't look as brutal of an encounter. Maybe paint us in a better light with the law enforcement upon entry.
Okay, that's fine.
It's not a bad idea.
I walk behind the counter and I start appraising the lockbox.
Okay.
I mean, what do you? Okay, give me an appraisal
Like,
check.
yeah, I'm just how much money do I even need to count coins?
Give me an appraisal check.
Yeah, 19.
Okay. The lockbox seems fairly decent quality. Probably the around a DC 15 lock on it. So decent lock for for your tier of adventuring. Inside the lockbox, there are 52 gold pieces, 260 silver pieces, and 312 copper pieces.
Okay.
So much less than I was thinking. Or no, never mind. You're close. Yeah, pretty close. I come up to you as you're doing that. And I kind of lean in and I say, I gather you're not really wanting to tell the guards about this in particular.
No, here, come in. I'll show you. I lean in and I walk you through what I've counted out. I say, so you see here, I've got the gold stacked and silver. I don't tell you the numbers, but I say, you see, I've got the gold and silver and everything stacked here.
Yeah.
And what I'm gonna do is I like pull portions off and then put them in the bag, in my little handy bag. To see if I took everything and we said, oh, hey, cop, look, we got the guys. At some point, they're gonna say, well, why is the registering? But this is obviously way too much money for a register. So what I'm actually going to leave here are a lockbox. I don't know what a register is. So I'm going to leave 2 gold pieces, 60 silver, and about 80 copper. More normal for a bodega of this size. They won't think twice about it. Sure, we can take it all, but it's more likely we'll lose it all. Now we take most of it, lose some of it, more likely to keep that.
I just kind of like shake my head disappointedly. And I'm gonna roll a profession assayer to see if I got a decent idea of I guess the weight of things by looking at them.
It's an amazing profession. You're
So I'm going
Why
to
did that one go
away?
see if I can get an idea of how much gold he's pocketed to see if he distributes it evenly or if he's just gonna take it all. Not so bad. 12.
Well, I mean, he just told you exactly what he's leaving in the
Yeah.
bin.
So based
And
on
you
this-
already had
Yeah.
you eyed the thing and had, you think it's about 80 gold worth in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he told you how much he's leaving. you already have this concept of how much was in the till.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I could rip you off a little bit,
Yeah.
but I can't rip you off a lot.
I just want to let you know that I'm going to be rolling a lot.
Oh,
of professional player.
Aaron, there's a.
Wow, let's look.
Yeah, it's neat.
Really neat.
So someone's going outside to flag down a guard.
Maybe flick.
Yeah, I can do that once I get the blood cleaned up.
The turtle's just standing there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
Glenn, do you want to go in there and just look at the people you beat the shit out of?
Uh,
You don't have to.
I believe I have a cup and a. I don't know. Is there a? I'd like to take them some water if they needed it.
Sure.
Okay.
I unlock the door, so the guy or lady who quietly goes, "Hey," just hears the door open and in comes big turtle boy again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be near this so that I can kind of see their reaction to him asking them if they need water.
Hey, I need some juice.
Yeah. I just you know, if any of them's awake, I take over a little water to them, and
The
it's
so
not it's not too late to change your ways.
you unlock the door and head inside. And you hear one of them say, Liang, this better be you. And then they see a giant turtle and they're like, fuck. And Orthog, you look into the room and you can see out of the six of them, one of them is conscious. And
Okay.
the rest of them are all just still tied up, knocked out. The one that's conscious, his face has started to swell up pretty bad. And he's like looking at you, you know, one eye swollen shut, and the other one just like staring daggers at you. Um, and he's just seething. And there are no words, just this look of detest.
Yeah. I in my knowledge, I know I don't have a like a religion per se, but in my kindest of ways, I want to roll a knowledge religion and start telling them, it's not too late to stop walking this path of destruction. uh I would like to help. I'm not going to untie you, but the appropriate
You're gonna proselytize.
yeah, I'm just letting them know.
What profession did you take? Are you gonna like convert them? Are you gonna do a
No, I'm not going to.
Professional soldier.
okay, yeah. Yeah, tell them the good news, dude.
I'm going to tell them they're getting arrested, probably.
Gotta shoot him straight.
Have you heard the good
It's
news,
where your
brother?
life has led
The
you.
cops are on their way.
That's it. I mean, 19. I rolled a 15.
Okay. Um, yeah, so that's your religion check.
Yeah, that was my knowledge religion.
Okay. So as much of this as you are passing on to him is also an amount of what you're reflecting on yourself. And you look at this guy and you see a reflection of who you once were, and realize that the path of sacrifice has been so much more rewarding for you than any amount of, taking or, greed, hedonism, violence that, you once had, and you can see now reflected in this thug who, is almost for you an uncomfortable reminder of your past, and that you gave all of that up, and you gave everything up so that you could help other people. And yeah, you try to share that message with him.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. There can be light.
And you give a little, I wouldn't say speech, but a bit of, you give that suggestion, and you look at him waiting for it to sink in, or hit home, and he just stares at you with anger and disgust, and then spits on the floor. Just comes out in like a bloody spray.
I'm kind of there. I wanted to see the reaction to him trying to do something to him.
Mhm.
So I kind of just go up to Orthog and I go, Orthog, people like this don't change.
You may be right, but everyone has a chance to walk their own path.
Oh, Crow's mercy. Don't be so dull. And then I exit the room. And I'm gonna continue to call him Orthog.
Okay. So Flick, you go outside. Give me a perception check.
Here we go.
Little role reversal. I actually stomp on his face and kill him.
13.
Orchid.
Sorry, what was that?
13.
13. Okay. You look around a little while, and there's not like cops on every corner, or city guard, as it were. You have to go a little ways up the winding road before you can spot someone in the familiar guard attire and call him over. And he walks up to you and says, "What do you need?"
There's a group in a nearby bodega that has been robbing fellow merchants and committing other nefarious acts. We have them apprehended and would like to turn them over to the city guard post haste. Good sir.
He looks down the street in the direction you're pointing, and he goes, "Are you talking about Sun Sundries?"
Yes, yes.
Wait,
Might I,
what?
might I ask your name, good sir?
What's your badge number?
Oh God, if it's Liang, I'm dead.
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
I'm guard who? What? All right. Every time you make fun of these people's names, you're being racist.
I don't. I understand what you're saying, but I also don't know about that. It just sounds like because Guard One is the one, or Garwan is the one who talked to Aaron, and now this is Guard Two. This is just what I'm saying.
So he says, "All right, let's go take a look. You said apprehended. What gives you the authority to do
Okay.
anything like that?
Oh, we just have them locked in a room. It's okay. We just shut the door and came to get you. That's all we did. It's all copacetic here.
Oh.
I mean, we have
Every campaign we have, we keep getting arrested.
a pending
It's a
license.
rite of passage for every
Yeah.
low-level group of adventurers. You all think that, oh, we could just take the law into our own hands. That's fine. We're the good guys.
It's kind of
The
point.
license is processing, okay? It's 3 to 5 business days. The check is in the mail, bud.
Um, so he follows you to the bodega. You usher him inside.
Yes.
The blood stains are all gone, but there's still, it does look like there's a scuffle. There was a scuffle here. He comes in and sees, he's a little surprised by the giant turtle man. Notices the half orc and the dwarf. And again, well, this is an interesting crew of people. While the city is very cosmopolitan, it's still like at least 60% human. So the fact that you're all non-human is a bit unusual. And he takes a look around and
Yeah.
settles on the dwarf and says, "You look like the closest thing to an adult in the room. What the hell's going on here?"
Well, oh God, I'm just immediately start sweating. Really, I've never been in trouble before. I say, oh, listen. The first thing you got to know is that we're not licensed yet, but we have a licensure coming in the mail to be doing work as mercenaries. Another thing that you got to know is that this gentleman right here, the singer, heard tell of a kidnapping. Now, what citizen would overlook a kidnapping? So we came to investigate and found out that they're keeping a weighing servant or slave in the back. And not only that, but they're stealing things from people. So they figured out that we were onto them and they initiated aggressive posturing. And so we defended ourselves, and they're in that room now, and they're relatively unscathed.
And it says, relatively, huh? Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay. Yeah, 81. 14.
14. Well,
Oh, excuse me. I bet when I'm nervous.
those that all that's true, then well, let's go see what we have to see. You said they're all well, what evidence do you have?
Have you seen have you heard rather of a merchant who had a golden statue stolen from him?
Yeah.
Well, these are the lot that stole it, and we've recovered it in that back room there.
He starts to walk, towards the back room, and then he stops and he looks at the four of you and he says, I'm gonna go request backup. No offense, I don't know you people, and I'm not going into a back room with the four of you.
That's remarkably understandable. I take
What
no
do you
offense to
mean?
that. We'll stay put.
You people.
You're not there.
The Reverend.
Flacco says while sitting in his.
Alone in the dark.
What do you mean, you Pete?
So he heads out,
Stay put, lads.
and about 5-10 minutes later, he returns with two other guards. And one of them stays with you, the other two head into the back room. I'm guessing that the room where you guys left the people is unlocked at this point.
Yeah.
So the guard that they left with you is a woman. She looks like a half elf, and she's just like, Sun was a real piece of work.
Say, what's that?
Sun.
Who?
Sun. The guy, his dad owned the bodega. He's a thug. He's
Oh,
we were pretty sure he was up to no good.
sorry. I have these things and people make me nervous, and then I just pop back in.
Hello. So, with our apprehension, is it possible for us to become honorary guards of the city? I think we've done great work today.
No, that's not how this works at all. But if everything you said is true, then there's going to be some thanks in order. I don't think we have. Well, the merchant who lost his statue might want to reward you for its recovery. But other than that, I mean, just a kudos, a pat on the back. If you want to get rewarded for your efforts, I would suggest, getting that mercenary paperwork finished and taking on contracts.
I say, we're not in this for the reward. We're in this for the companionship.
You swallow your spit or something, or inhale your spit or something. You look okay.
Say, I will be fine. And then I take some. I reach into a pouch, take out some slime, and I kind of like it's handball resin.
Oh, God.
I'm weirding out the female guard.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
The other two guards come from the back and say to the guard that was watching you guys, yeah, it's Son and his gang of idiots. And it does look like the statue is the one that Chuzu lost. So it seems legitimate here. There were manacles attached to the bed in that back room, so looks like they were keeping someone prisoner. And he looks at Flick and says, the Wei Yang that they kept prisoner, do you know her?
Yeah, we took her home. She's okay.
Will she be making a statement?
I can reach out to her and see if she'll be willing to make a
I
statement.
mean,
Sure.
the evidence is there, but if there's no charge, then it's kind of there needs to be a victim to the crime.
Understood.
And yeah, they'll be in trouble for stealing that statue, but they'll be in a lot more trouble for the kidnapping. And if you want to make sure that they are adequately punished for their crimes, the kidnapping is going to be a much bigger part of that. Like if you're talking about the the theft, then we're probably only going to be able to hold about half of them, the ones who actually participated. And the other three are just going to get a slap on the wrist and go home. But if they all participated in the kidnapping, then they're all going to be inside of a jail cell.
Understood. I can go to her post haste. Also, we have reason to believe that there is a seventh member, a Liang, that we were not capable of capturing. I'm not sure if that name means anything to you, but I do believe that another individual responsible is currently at large.
He looks at the other two, and the half elf woman says, "Yeah, I know him. He's probably passed out and tavern down the wind." I mean, it's already afternoon, so he's almost like definitely unconscious to drink.
Yes.
All right,
These are
then
real pieces of shit.
I'll excuse myself and try to go back to Jita and see if I can talk her into a statement with the law enforcement.
Good Reverend's just sitting at his desk, like pissed.
I can't believe these young hucksters got the best of us.
So with that, you do feel like you have adequately tied up the loose ends at Sun Sundries. You had this nagging feeling, like a voice from on high, nudging you.
Go get the loot, Dullards.
And the guard who that you initially met says to Narjal, when you get that mercenary license, come by this floor's
Constabulary.
guard, and we'll want to, cross the T's and dot the I's on this one.
I fully understand that. Thank you for your tact, and thank you for listening to us. And we will be by with the proper paperwork.
In the future, if you do anything like this on any of the other floors or on this floor, visit the floor's constabulary first and inform them that you're about to undertake something so that we can either tell you not to because it's a bad idea, or at least we know what's going on.
Oh, this was a terrible idea. So we'll act better in the future for sure.
Well, thankfully, everything turned out all right.
Yeah, almost didn't. Almost died. Several of us almost died. I don't want to turn away into a circle. I'm just going to back up from you now and look at the ground. I back up from him and look at the ground.
He looks over at Flick and says, "At least he's honest." And he says, "Well, we are going to conduct our own investigation here. I'd like you all to, unless you have anything else you want to add, I'd like you to leave the premises and allow us to do the actual police work."
Can Jita leave her statement on the third levels? Guard gather. What's the constabulary, or do she need to come up to this level again to make her statement?
it'd be easier on us if she came up here, but I understand if she's not. Just make it abundantly clear that that report needs to come up to our office. And you know, get her to do that as soon as she can.
Yes, sir. Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Are you talking to who?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Always a thing with the non-humans. So he, at that point, he kind of ushers you all out of the bodega and sends you on your way.
All right. Should we go update Victor Flacco or head to Gila?
I think I would want her to go do this statement thing pretty quick. We can, but if you want to update Victor, we can. Also, did you hear that? That was so cool. He lumped us all together as non-humans. He didn't say something racist about Wei How cool was that? And then I just started beatboxing.
Yell from behind the counter.
You ushered out of the bodega.
Yeah, Flick, that's good. I don't mind you. Let's go find your wee friend.
I agree.
Victor's probably napping anyways.
So it's probably just gonna be Flick going and taking Gita, since navigating the way Angetto is difficult for anybody else in the group except for maybe the good Reverend Doctor. But yeah, so the rest of you head back to the doctor's office to regroup.
I emerge through the door. I see the Reverend, and I go, "My man Vic," and then look at him like really unsure.
Why, yes. Speaking.
I don't respond to that. I find the nearest chair and
We
Dan,
talk-
you guys are gonna go get a statement from or take her into the guard check?
That's
No,
just
it's-
me.
Just you.
Yeah, Flick's gonna handle that. We don't need to get into depth about that. You talk to her. She says she'll do it tomorrow. She just wants to rest for the rest of the day. Actually, her mother says she'll take her to do it tomorrow. She is just passed out. Thankful to be back in the dark, in a warm, comfortable bed, not in that extremely well lit, uncomfortable room with a shackle around her leg.
Yeah. I'm sure Gita appreciates Shadow's embrace. And then I just scamper out of there.
Can the Reverend have taken this break from the group to have done a little alchemical crafting
I
at
mean,
the
sure.
doctor's office?
It takes what are you trying to craft exactly?
I like to craft some alchemist fire.
Okay.
How'd that get in there?
Uh-oh.
Doing party loot math.
Yeah, but you're kind of favoring yourself.
Yeah. Thing is, when I drive it down to copper pieces and then do the math I want to do, and then try to bring it back up into base metal and numbers are wonderful.
Just leave it in a different denomination.
Yeah, that's hard to figure out the skin. It's easier if
The
I
what?
try this. The milk.
The milk of the honey of the milk.
Okay. So the alchemist fire is you need to spend 10 gold pieces
Mhm.
for the base components, and then you need to make the craft alchemy check.
I will spend 10 of my hard-earned gold. And roll craft alchemy check. 16 on the die. And I have a +5 in alchemy to my craft, to my profession. 21.
Only +5?
I'm pretty sure. I think because it's intelligence modifier
Mm-hmm.
and then 1 rank, and then that's it, right? My intelligence modifier.
Are you +3 is the miscellaneous bonus?
Oh, do we get that is that what we're getting for taking a profession?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
I mean,
understand.
craft is a class skill for witches. Craft and profession are class skills for every class. So
Okay, so I get a +3 because that's a favored class.
that would be +8. So that'd be a 24.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is perfectly viable. You successfully concoct a flask of alchemist fire.
Awesome.
You know that you need to, like, once you correctly combine the materials and you get the appropriate mixture, you have to let it sit for a while to stabilize. Otherwise, you're like walking around with a vial of nitroglycerin and it could just explode in your pocket like a Samsung phone. So
Deep cut.
so
He pulls up the
yeah,
string.
you just
Let
need
it
to let it
rest.
sit for about an hour,
Mm-hmm.
and then that will just let the concoction stabilize, and then it should be viable for walking around. Just mark off that 10 gold pieces you spent on making it.
Bingo. And then
Hey, that's wrong.
I guess did anyone else have one the ability or two strong thoughts on the spells to cast on these rings? To our other caster able people, are they casting spells that can go into a ring or?
I mean, I could put a cure light wounds in one, but I can't till tomorrow if we wanted someone to be able to heal themselves. But that's about all I can do.
I would love to, but I've taken a vow of poverty, and so I don't even act like I want anything. So whatever.
Why do you say that like it's some kind of weird flex?
I'm just better than
Does
others.
your vow of poverty stop you from casting spells?
No, but I don't know if I would take the ring. But if someone gave it to me, that'd be cool.
What if you just borrow it?
So Orthog, you would not be able to keep the ring, but you would be able to use the ring.
Uh-huh.
So if someone cast a spell into the ring and handed it to you, and then you used it, and handed it back, that would be fine.
I would like to, yeah. So I let
But you couldn't like take the ring and wear it around and do stuff with it. You couldn't keep it on your person.
yeah, I let my comrades know that about my vow of poverty, but I am useful in situations that would require me to borrow said ring.
Why don't you like money?
I don't. I have a long history.
Okay, you want some gum?
Not from you.
Okay, so you filed a police report. You've got a statement from the captive.
They're
They've
gonna go
drafted.
tomorrow and
Okay,
put the statement in, but yeah, that should be resolved.
that's good. Um, we need to take a day before we pursue Orthog's um Orthog's missing person.
Mystery.
Um, Orthog's is it a ghost? Is it
We
a
don't know.
ghost story?
We're not sure.
Okay.
I've detected an unnecessary evil in that area.
Right. So, Orthog, you would know that detecting that level of evil would mean that it is either uh like a cleric or a worshiper of an evil deity, some form of undead, some kind of demon or devil, or an evil dragon. Those are the things that would actually convey that level of evil aura.
So that's the hook. Because
So it's probably a dragon.
So I was gonna be like, so Arthur, you heard about a murder in Yanjing, and you're concerned about it.
I am concerned with all life.
Yeah, I know, but do you know? Do you have any idea how many murders happen in Yanjing on a daily basis?
Less when I'm around.
In the basement watching TV, getting all concerned about the crime rates in Yanjing.
I whisper really loudly to Narjal, "Don't say that. You're gonna hurt his feelings."
There are
And
less
then if you
crimes.
divulge,
Actually,
it could be a
Flick,
fucking
give me a knowledge local check.
Me?
No, Flick.
Oh.
17.
You know that there's maybe one murder a week? Not a certain number every day.
Really? Well, I've not heard that.
How
Well, he
Narjal,
didn't say that. I just told him what he knows.
Well, if he says it, I'm gonna say I've not heard that.
how often are you coming up, bud? Out of your slime mine farm.
Once every 2 to 3 months.
So you might not have the firmest grasp on how many people are getting murdered in the city. Maybe.
I'm open to that.
I'm thinking like maybe one a week. And I like earmuff Orthog when I do it so he doesn't get upset with the loss of life.
So I understand that, by that logic, we're going to be investigating one murder a week.
Good for business.
We might.
Stimulates the economy.
Yeah.
It hurts no one.
I'm just saying I
People-
don't understand what the pull to this particular situation is.
Well, okay, so I think Orthog told us that he felt some kind of general sense of evil, right? And I don't think that's. I mean, I guess murders typically do have this general sense of evil, but this was like spooky turtle man magic evil, and the others haven't been.
Good.
Bingo, bingo.
While you're having this argument, I walk by
Nice.
and I just start dropping coins in hands. So, unless you guys want me to hold on to this as like a group pool in case we need to seek accommodations, how does the party feel about that?
We're not a group yet.
Legally, you are correct. And I hand you 9 gold pieces, 41 silver pieces, 63 copper pieces. And
I don't think I
this-
can carry all that.
What?
I don't know if I can carry all that.
9 gold pieces, how many silver?
41 silver,
And 65.
63 copper.
Yeah, that's about 2 pounds.
Do you want me to hold on to yours, Flake?
I'm just gonna say a nat one a sense motive. Yeah, sure, man. Thanks, buddy.
I would never do anything harmful. Look at my light. Just let me know when you need it. And I put it in my bag.
Pretty professional of you.
Okay.
I have no need for that. Do with it what you will.
So are we just gonna start splitting this stuff up 4 shares a piece, or are we gonna just have this conversation every time we get paid?
It's fine. I'll hold it, and he needs food and lodging, so this will go towards that.
Do with it what you may.
Love to hear that. The good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco, I hand you 9 gold pieces, 41 silver pieces, and 63 copper pieces.
I accept. I accept your kind offer.
So we're gonna rest up and go out tomorrow for the ghost house haunting murder death place. Is that the idea?
Yes.
Narjal, are you good with that?
Oh, I definitely wasn't listening.
Just say yeah.
I
I'm
would
not gonna
say
say yeah to just anything.
Well, yeah, but it's your good friend.
I don't have any good friends.
It's your good friend Flick. You just say yeah.
Can you repeat what you just said?
Oh, we're gonna go to the murder house tomorrow.
Okay.
Great dude.
Okay. I think that in the intervening day, we should cast some spells into these rings. Like if you want to cast a cures light wound spell into one of them.
I have no spell slots, good sir.
Yeah,
We're
we need
on
to rest.
we're on the
We're
same
good.
day. I
Oh,
had
we're
a
on the
bad
same
day,
day.
bud.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, I thought we were on the next day. Sorry. Um, well, we should take some rest. Uh,
We
Yeah.
have to rest for it. I mean, the house isn't going anywhere.
What time is it? About
At this point, mid to late afternoon, so like 4 or 5 o'clock.
coming up on dinner time, fellas.
what say we pub it for an hour or two?
Fuck.
Mm,
Is there a
hot
pub nearby?
pies on me.
Good doctor?
Well,
Why are
there's
you asking other people, Mr. Bard?
Oh, well, it's his stomping grounds. What level are we on again? The 6th? Is that right?
yeah, we're on the 6th.
So interestingly enough, not that I want to sidetrack us too much, but I think there is a bar on the 6th that I play at. And I think I saw something there. I gotta look at my Google Docs. Someone filibuster for a second.
The fuck is a Google Doc?
I approached our dog.
Listen, you don't want to know about the Wayang slang.
Yeah,
Okay.
just pulled out some weird looking noodle thing.
This is a Google Doc. I approached
no.
Oh, sorry.
The White Serpent's on the 9th. That's the place I was thinking of. Never mind. Because we're on the 6th, right? Board.
Yeah.
We're
Not
on the
board. Doc.
Yeah, we're on the 6th. That's where the doctor's office is.
We could go back down to the Shilbo. That's just a floor
I
down.
perk up at that.
You want to go Shilbo?
I could go to the shield boat.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice.
Shield
All
bow
the time
it is,
you can
fellas.
pay for drinks out of my share of whatever you just put in your pocket.
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't put any in my. Well, I put my money in my pocket.
You have my money too.
Right, that's true. I'll buy drinks.
Okay, let's head down to the bar. Pot pies and pasties all around.
Blaine, can you keep it together over there, bud?
I'm just trying to remember if I told these folks I was putting on a show tonight. I might have to play some tunes.
I have to put on some pasties.
Put on some pasties, yeah, man. Shake them. Uh-huh. So we head down to the bar. Um, and I mean we're all regulars there, kind of, right? We're as regular as some of you get.
I mean, Orthog probably still needs to finish a shift.
Yeah,
That was
still,
yesterday.
Just a hanging shift. Well, this provides me with a fine opportunity to check in on young Suki and how her first day of employment went.
yeah.
That's a great idea.
You actually never went and spoke to Suki to come to have an interview with the proprietor after
That
he
was a,
agreed to that request.
Yeah, it would be more
I would
fun.
say, with the first canonically, Suki and I had an arrangement. I was speaking on her behalf. She knew I was going to get the job done. There's a level of trust with Suki and I. So on good faith, she was coming in. Come on.
I might have been fired.
And there's no e-beer.
No either.
Damn, you guys don't have any beer?
Oh, there is? Okay.
I keep forgetting to grab it because I just like drink 5.
Uh.
See before I go home.
You guys, I have a fridge full of beer here and I can't drink any of it because of all these meds that I'm on.
No.
Get you a hot water, bud.
I wish I could just send you all the beer in my fridge. It's just sitting there,
Looking at me.
just
Spitting
looking
at
at you. Yeah. Hey man, I'm on the juice cleanse here, so
Wow.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Stuff.
Juicy boy.
Looks like Vulcan blood.
Man, this
Okay.
group's changed.
You guys head to the Shield Bow. And Victor, you speak with Milo, and he informs you that Suki had a training shift this morning.
Amazing.
He's starting the night shift tomorrow.
Amazing. Boom.
Well, they don't
Wow.
really need a waitress in the morning.
I guess night's also a pretty relevant thing here.
Yeah.
Well, the
Natural
Shield
dark.
Bow is on the shaft, so they actually get daylight.
Okay.
Starlight.
And if they don't get daylight, they can always use my sundials with the glowing slime.
That's gonna pick up.
You just have to set them by the day. Every hour, you just got to go up.
So you all have a hearty dinner of their melted cheese rolls, and a
These are
and a thick stew.
Mhm.
And yeah, do you guys want to try to figure out what kind of spells you want to put in the rings?
I don't have any spells left.
we can talk about
I know, but you can talk about what would be
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
I think
Arcane only?
No, any first level spell.
I think a mage armor is a go-to. I think cure light wounds is a go-to. And I don't know. I mean, I've been having good luck with daze as just a tactical thing. If anybody else thinks daze would be beneficial.
I mean, if we want to have something tactical, I could throw grease in one, and that would give us kind of an area of coverage.
But what?
Grease.
Mm.
I think it might mix well with something I saw you brewing back at the office, Doc.
Could do. Might be.
I think definitely mage armor is a very good one. That's a +4 armor bonus to AC. Stack. Dan?
No,
No.
doesn't stack with armor.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it does not stack with armor, right? 'Cause it's mage armor. So Orthog has armor though, right?
Well, technically, mage armor would stack with his because his is classified as natural armor.
So yeah, that'd be a good thing for Orthog to have a ring of mage armor. That's a +4 AC. Okay.
Are you Battle 10, are you wearing a breastplate? Is that your
I've got a chain shirt, so it wouldn't stack for me. But I also have one of my 2 spells is Shield of Faith, which gives me a +2 AC bonus. So I think I'm okay at AC. I think Cure Light Wounds is a good call as well. I wouldn't mind having a ring of Cure Light Wounds on my person.
Yeah.
And then I would be willing to offer up Shield of Faith for a +2 AC to anyone else. Or I can put a Divine Favor ring, which would give a +1 bonus to attack and damage.
I'm already doing that if I'm doing my job.
That's true. Yeah.
Something that another thing that might be really good for Orthog that normally he wouldn't be able to do is Shillelagh.
Oh yeah. Remember what that does? I left my phone in the car. I'm leaving.
It gives a +1 enhancement bonus to a like club weapon, a wooden club or quarterstaff. It increases its damage as though it were 2 sizes larger.
Well, that's
Oh
fantastic.
shit!
Okay.
Well, I think that's got to be on something. There's one ring.
Okay, so Shillelagh on one. I mentioned that if we're gonna start charging rings up with stuff, we might want to take 2 days of rest.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Does anyone know the spell Shillelagh?
I do.
Okay.
That's a cantrip, right? You could just do that now.
No, that's a first level spell.
Is it a first? Okay, I thought, sorry, my bad.
I can do a Shillelagh. I can also do a Cure Light Wounds.
If you want to do Shillelagh, I can do the CLW and
And I
save
can
a
do the
spell
mage
slot for you,
armor.
and you can do a mage armor, so we're not all gassed in case some shit happens.
I mean, are we taking one full day to charge these rings and then gonna go check on Orthog's ghost?
I
I
think
think at our,
we might as well.
Yeah.
at our current skill level, it seems prudent to wait the extra day.
Yeah.
Not so good at the setting still, my boys. And then I just devour one of those cheese things.
What are you?
Hungry.
Excuse me. Okay, let's take a day. Charge up some stuff. Does anybody need to get any crap? Do you guys want to get some more potions? Does anybody need a... No? Should we just charge up these rings and if we're gonna go?
Ring
I'm good with
spell.
that.
We're doing Shillelagh. We're doing Cure Light Wounds. I think a Shield of Faith was a good idea. We have
No,
rings or
we're
Mage
doing
armor.
I think we only have one. Well, I'm just thinking who they're going to, right? So, like, I feel that would be great for me because I get into the mix, but I'm not
Yeah.
as sturdy as Orthog. So that would kind of inform things. You're thinking Shillelagh to Orthog now.
Cure Light Wounds for Battle Town, Shillelagh for Orthog, and a mage armor for myself.
But don't you already have mage armor? How would that help? It just
I have
wouldn't.
I have this spell mage armor, but if I only have one first level spell slot, and so
Keeps you free.
if
Okay.
I have it in a ring, I can cast it, and then I can also try and do something else.
Okay. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, you have more than one first level spell slot.
2 first level spell slots.
Two.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that one. So we sit over the bar with our rings and we discuss their potent power and whether or not this is a gift or not.
Yeah.
And if we'll get renewed for season 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Jake. You did that one. Cool. Here's your broken ring.
What?
Here's your broken ring.
I won't fill it up again.
Um,
So, Dan, what's the music scene like in here tonight? What have we got going on?
No music.
There you
Well,
go.
boys, y'all have fun with the planty plans. I'm gonna do what I do.
Looking at shillelaghs. Things are cool.
Aaron, is that your foot? Yeah, that's your foot.
trying to connect my foot to Charter's arm.
We're doing the important things over here.
Yeah, we don't even know. Do those screens line up for you guys? They might be a totally different layout.
Yeah, no, it not really. No.
Yeah, we never look like idiots the whole time. That's fine. What else the Church of Delicon do?
Maybe. I think it's 7.
Okay. That makes sense. Just curious.
So we're taking a total of 2 days. So we got to fill up a whole nother day.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. Boredom is gonna rip me in half.
Yep, 7.
Flick, I don't know what you can do, man. You're gonna just have to sing a song, work on your tunes.
Speaking of working on a tune, I've been working on one since all of yesterday. The Battle at the Bow. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the events that took place. Legendary events, they say. Took place at a little establishment, much like this one. Maybe even it was this one.
Well, let's hear it.
It's people like, we were here yesterday. You saw me running. Shit my pants.
So yeah, I'm gonna start to perform this song I've been creating that retells the events of our descent into mercenary work, and it's very embellished. The dwarf in my song is incredibly heroic and outspoken. The turtle is ferocious, vicious, and large and in charge. The rat folk individual is hanging out at the bar a little longer than we expected, but really put it down when it mattered. And our fearless orcish individual narrowly escaped the jaws of defeat from stabby, pointy things.
That's true. What's
And
the
that's
tune?
kind of I think in the chorus is, there's a lot of like stabby, pointy things. It's very erratic, just in general. There's no mention of a Wei Yang involved in the fight at all.
Do you want to perform it for the bar?
Oh yeah. No, I'm doing it for everybody. Like this is
Okay.
this is the unveiling of a masterpiece.
Oh yeah.
When you mentioned the dwarven character, I excuse myself and go to the bathroom for not less than 1.5 hours just to make sure that I don't have to hear about the dwarven character again, and then I return.
And everyone has gone back to the doctor's office.
You return. The beer you were drinking that day. It's right there waiting for you. I placed an order with the barkeep. I assume it was gonna go with like a dry stout.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
precisely. Okay, so I come
And I
back.
purchased a dry stout. I assume that's 2 copper.
Sure.
Great.
Come back. I begin to slowly imbibe. And I compliment you on your song, Flick.
I was looking at the audience when I was really getting into it, and I swear I didn't see you. Uh, it was crazy. Everybody, I think there was a mosh pit, so maybe I just lost you in it.
Yeah.
But I swear I didn't see you there for the song.
Yeah, that's fine.
He was there. Yeah,
Is there
he
more?
was there.
There's
Yeah.
good man. What was your favorite part of the song?
The beginning.
What about the end though? I thought I really did something with the end.
Needs work.
I will take that critique.
Reverend Doctor, what's your association with the young rat maid behind the bar? She's doing a bang up job. She like a niece? Rat maid,
Well,
rat
young
maid.
Suki is an upstanding member of the rat folk community. I know her parents well. They're frequently at the doctor's office for the health of their ever-growing brood. And
Yeah.
mhm. And Suki here is trustworthy, reliable, forthright, honest, just a good rat folk maiden, and is just looking to make her way in the world.
Is this something you do often, placing young rat folk youth into, good starting jobs?
Why, absolutely. The rat folk community is an upstanding pillar of the city, and having able-bodied rat folk in every profession is the right and responsibility of each rat folk in our community.
I think that solidarity is beautiful, and it's frankly what has drawn me so close to Flick as a friend. If you ever, is there anything I can do to help? Just let me know. I'm always happy. I'm not really connected to a community like that other than the church, but I love to see it and I love to help out.
Quite right. And since I have you all here, uh,
Mhm.
there has come to my attention a an unfortunate situation besmirching the good name of the rat folk community. And I
Oh.
was wondering if after perhaps we dealt with Orthog's ghostly situation, I assume it's a ghost, uh, who's to say at this point, if y'all might maybe help me out in clearing a good rat folk's name.
Well, I absolutely would love to do that. What am I doing here?
I'm in, and so is Narjal.
Maybe it'll be realistic one in the group. Just like,
Why are we doing this?
yeah. I think that's great. I think that's doubly humble of you, good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco, to recognize that Orthog, uh, well, he's been patiently waiting for our aid to come. And
Why,
it
absolutely.
just feels good. Like just grab people around to have people to help each other out, isn't it right? No questions asked, just lending a hand. No cost.
Hey
Now,
Narjal, are you gonna eat your cheesy thing? I'm just gonna take that cheesy thing.
taking the cheese.
Taking the cheese.
Now,
Thank you.
Yeah, the cheese was taken.
at the risk of ruining the moment, I'd like to point out that the rat did not steal your cheese. Uh,
Whoa, yeah, I didn't say it, you said it.
all about shattering these abysmal stereotypes that are ruining our community here in Unfair City. Now, Narjal, if you have any doubts, I would happily take you to meet some more good members of the rat folk community. Have you ever been up to the 11th floor?
No.
Well,
Yeah.
I assure you it's lovely this time of year, and there's a warren of rat folks just dying to make your acquaintance. So, uh,
That sounds fine.
Oh, he's so in. He really wants to do this.
Now that's the spirit, young man.
Enthusiasm, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're doing it. Do you go lay flat somewhere?
Okay. Enthusiasm, eh? And then I turn around and go, everybody's so fucking enthusiastic.
No cover.
He's probably mad because he didn't eat his cheese.
Why is he so angry?
Well, he spends all day fucking around with slime. I think I would be angry if I did that. Where he's coming around. Don't worry. If anybody can win him over, it's us.
Who are you?
Um, I met you yesterday. You gave me uppies like 4 times.
Did you make it that quickly? Wow.
Well, let's see how it turned out.
I'm gonna send it over the chat. The mic is weird.
Yeah. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Can you hear music? No?
Just like auto.
Let's see. How do I?
Into the
Oh, I have no idea if this is any good. Just prefacing that.
Sorry for you. So my illusions are being
So
shattered.
let's all give this this instantly generated song a try.
Brave dwarf stood as proud as he could be. His axe so sharp, his beard so wild. Face down foes with the warrior's spot.
Oh my god.
Shell like iron in the heart grown cold. Snapped his jaws, pinned the table sway, and set the brave dwarf flying halfway.
Oh, this is some fucking there might be giants.
Yeah, what am I buying here? Chevy Silverado? What's happening?
Song to tell this hero's hell.
The voices have gotten a lot more believable just in a short time.
Starting sleep, spine roll brave, stealing a sip of it. Smart evidence. Almost done for this night.
I think that is kind of perfect.
Yes,
Yeah,
music.
So
Monsters and men up in here.
Yeah.
So the prompt I said is a jaunty folk tune about a battle, the shield bow bar, mentioning a brave dwarf, a ferocious turtle, a distracted rat folk, and a wounded half orc. Not bad.
That's me.
That's a banger.
The fact that a computer made that in 30 seconds.
The first piece the first piece of like that a AI brained robot made it was a portrait of Alan Turing, a painting sold for $1.8 million at Sotheby's, I think, over the weekend. That's done. A robot painted a portrait of Alan Turing, and it is like haunting, and like the piece is kind of cool, but the fact that it sold for
So
1.8 million.
a physical robot physically painted. Okay.
Oh, it wasn't like just like a JPEG right in the supercomputer.
It was a painting.
Did all of you get the song and listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay, now we can.
Badass.
Yeah. Do we want to flash forward? Say we have the ring set up. It's been 2 days, and we're going to check out this family.
Okay. The morning of the third day, a courier arrives with your mercenary licenses.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Must we now decide the name?
Yeah, at the moment, it just says that you are a mercenary company under I forget his last name. but the apprentice.
Dash.
That's his nickname, but
I have a recommendation.
Like Dazdorg or
Dash Dorge is his first name.
oh, gotcha.
His last name's like Corluga.
Narjal?
I would like to suggest, and I lapse into a little bit more of an Irish accent at this point, but I promised myself I wasn't going to laugh as I said that me, a human, not the character. But I think we should be called the Farty Five.
45.
The 45, but with the accent. So it sounds like fart. Yeah. Okay. The Farty Five.
Where does number 45 come in?
That way he can tell they farted.
And he doesn't, it's not a joke for him. He says we should be called the Farty Five.
The
I think he's
45.
actually saying the 4 to 5 because he figures like it might include him, but it might not.
Yeah, the
so there's the
45.
4 to 5.
Yeah, totally. But it sounds like I'm saying the Farty Five.
The 4 to 5.
The Farty Five.
That's
Farty.
It's just mainly to say farty. We don't have to agree on that at all.
Let's workshop that.
Yeah, let's shelf that for a moment, but we'll get back.
Let's table that. There's a
Or
For the ghost house, we gotta
grind
sort out.
everything to a halt and just really drill in on why that's not good.
Did you know that the you know the Critical Role group that like made D&D streaming like super popular?
I'm aware of that one shit.
The name that their group had at the table before they decided on Vox Machina when they actually started streaming was the Super High Intensity Team.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, well, it's not the 45.
No, but when you use the acronym for the Super High Intensity Team.
yeah. I see. I get it. See what they're
Glenn's
doing
getting there.
Yeah.
Glenn's getting there.
I know what it is.
Do you?
Shit.
Okay. I'm just saying there's precedent.
Oh, and the Farty Fives. Pretty good.
So we're on the road.
So it's right now it's between the 45 and Jake. What did you call the group?
The Vault Creepers.
The Vault Creeper.
Which I think is just a winning name. It's just good.
What about Orthogs crew?
Well, guys, I gotta call it.
The Ratman dudes.
They can only get better from here.
Right, man, dude.
Oh no, that right man don't. No, that right man. You think you can, but then
Let's
you-
table it. I'm gonna put the license on the wall in the office for all to see through the shop window.
Nice.
Hey, whoa. We gotta go to the guard shack with our paperwork.
Yes, we do, my good man. I mean, we can do that on this day we're taking. No, this is the third day. It's the day that we were gonna go do
We were gonna-
Orthogs thing.
This was the day we were gonna charge the rings, right? Then we were gonna go.
This is the charging the rings day.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
Yeah, that happened yesterday.
Oh shit! Never mind. Sorry.
This is
Sorry.
The mercenary licenses arrive on the third day.
Apologies, Ross.
now, Flight, no one likes compliance as much as I do, but I think we're gonna have to just wait to take care of the clerical aspect of the young lady's safe return until after we can vouchsafe Orthog's ghost thing murder friend.
What?
Sounds way more fun.
Oh, see about this ghost.
Yeah.
Well, that's how they get you. You assume it's not a ghost, and you're not prepared, and then it is a ghost. So if you go in thinking it's a ghost and it is a ghost, you're prepared.
True.
Sound logic, my good man. Sound logic.
Not
Always
just a
think-
hat rack.
Hmm.
So yeah, the mercenary licenses say Horlugen's mercenary team,
Yeah.
which is Dash Store's last name.
CMT.
And the murder is on what floor of the city?
KMT.
Orthog.
Yo,
The seventh, right? We're going to the seventh level.
yep, 7th floor.
Let's do it.
Up one.
Should be up 1, yeah. So the journey begins.
Lead the way by Tortuga's friend.
Try to keep up.
Oh, it's a new day.
we can.
Amazingly, Bat Atlan is the only one who's faster than the turtle. The rest of you all have a movement speed of 20.
You're all tiny or slow.
You all have tiny little legs.
Speaking of tiny little legs, uppies are in order. My good man, Orthog.
Sorry, you cut out. Just for my notes.
Uppies.
Oh,
Uppies, please.
1 a day. All right, yeah. Come on, Flick.
All right. So you all head up to the 7th floor, and Orthog takes you to the outer ring on the. This is going to be.
Okay. You should watch Banshees in a chair and just keep in character.
Well, that's Irish. I kind
It
of
seems like
slept.
you don't
on
care.
the-
I slept.
South
The party vibe.
southeast side. It's actually not too far from the temple, but it is in the slummier area of the 7th floor, which is it's basically where most of the servants and laborers live on this floor. Most of this floor is rather affluent, focused on mercantile endeavors, artisans, and whatnot. So it's kind of like the section of the floor like what West Asheville used to be when it was just where all of the uh, waiters and waitresses lived. And yeah, so Orthog leads you down some narrow passageways, and you find yourselves in a rundown section of neighborhood, a very narrow road with alleyways around. And Orthog, you come to stop in front of this house that you heard the woman was found dead inside. It's a fairly nondescript building, all things considered. Stonework face, a wooden door that hangs on hinges that haven't been maintained, and there's a bit of rust. There are some people who are in the, living in the nearby domiciles that kind of take note of your passing through and gawk at the strange group of 5, unusual individuals. But yeah, you have arrived at your destination.
I start by. I guess I would do a perception check to see, if I notice anyone that I can go talk to immediately. I mean, I know that people are looking at us, but how do we want to play this? Check. I knock on the door of the house.
Classic, dude.
You knock on the door of the house, and the door ominously kind of swings in. The catch wasn't caught, and the rusty hinges groan as the door swings a few inches inward, comes to a stop, and a man comes up from one of the other houses and says, "That place is cursed. You don't want to venture in there."
Hey, shut the fuck up.
What? Whoa, hold tongue here.
Get out of here, geezer.
We start fighting.
I fucking just dagger. Two dirty daggers like that.
What,
daggers?
With those?
The dirty daggers.
Keep that in mind.
Jot that down. Table that for later.
It's better.
Sorry, what?
No, I don't. I guess I would just ask of what stories do you know of the house?
You can't tell you.
Oh. The young lady passed away suddenly, and then her mother and father left after saying that the house was haunted by her spirit.
Do you know the name of this family?
Yes, it was the Liu family. Daughter Zhang, she's a sweet girl. I think she was only just barely coming into adulthood. Her mother Yan was grief-stricken at her passing.
Okay. Have you seen anyone in or out of the house? Have you noticed anyone in or out of the house since they've left?
I haven't seen anyone come in or out, but I've heard noises. Like I said, the place is cursed. It might be haunted by the girl's spirit, or perhaps something malevolent that killed her.
Well, thank you for your time.
Fear not, sir. We have a permit.
Very well. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Don't go up that road.
He's the ghost.
Captain
Classic
fucking
Scooby-Doo.
Spaulding.
Yeah, now I would gesture to the group.
That is so obviously doctored.
It's not, dude.
What? I'm not part of this group chat. I left my phone.
He's just looking at Henry Cavill's hands again.
They're fucking tiny, man.
Jason Momoa is massive, first
That's
of
a
all.
great ratio. That guy is the same size as him. You can see how different their hands are.
You've been searching for this the entire time.
Dude, and if you don't believe me, look at this one. Look at that. I'm holding Jason Momoa's hand. Alright, I'll stop you guys. We're going into a ghost house.
Yeah, I turn to my comrades now. Are y'all all willing to enter with me?
That's fine.
Absolutely orthogonal.
I am going to detect evil then on that as a guiding light.
By all means, feeling no fear.
Okay. You detect evil, and you do get the impression that evil is present.
Oh shit.
And then is it just like on the house then, Dan?
I mean, well, the first round you can detect whether it is present or not. Second round, you can detect how many evil auras there are. And then the third round, you can pinpoint where the evil aura is and what its potency is.
Okay, there is evil here. Let us enter.
I say, Leon, Orthog, I'll stay right behind you.
Warthog starts to go in. I think Flick, are you still on me?
Yeah, probably shouldn't be, but I am. And Dan, could I cast detect magic as we're entering the domicile?
Okay.
And can I use my ring of mage armor?
Sure.
Boom, fire it up.
I have informed the group there's evil, so if y'all need to do anything before we go in, we'll probably.
All my stuff's like minute level, so I don't want to blow it. See.
Okay.
Get out of there.
Okay. So you get through your 3 rounds of concentrating on detect evil. And unfortunately, all you can really pick up is that there is an evil aura present. You don't get the sense that there's more than one. And you can't really pinpoint it. It just seems like there's sort of an evil atmosphere hanging in the space.
Do you share that with us, Orthog?
Yeah, I'll let you know that there's just evil around us, but I cannot determine its exact location.
Give it time. Let's.
Sounds like a monster house to me.
So,
Warehouse.
It's a warehouse. Oh my god.
Oh my God, it's a warehouse.
So where do you guys what are you guys doing when you're checking this place out? How do you want to organize yourselves? How do you want to approach it?
I'll go in second. I'm gonna take a beat step to the right. I'm staying behind Orthog though.
I'll come in behind you.
Jake and Ross, there's like 2 to 3 tiles of space behind the group, or if there's area to get around if you need to.
Flick might be on me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna dismount and then be behind Narjal into the what is that like?
It's incredible.
Yeah.
What about the doctor?
Doctor, I'll head in and stand behind Battle 10, and I would like to make a perception check emphasizing on the smell.
Okay. So something to keep in mind, Battleton, Narjal, and Flick, you all have dark vision, so you can see in the dark.
As does the doctor.
I thought you had low light vision.
No, rats have dark vision.
Dark vision? Okay. Well, that's good. Turtle does have low light vision, so he needs some form of light source. And it is pitch black in here.
Oh, nice. I'll cast light on his club.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Good thing I did.
What was that?
I said, good thing I let it give him upsies or whatever you call them.
All right. So, what was your perception roll, Doctor?
That is a 23.
23?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You The air in here is stale. You catch the faint scent of, like flour or bread that might have been in here a couple of days ago. Food storage, basically. But from what you can tell, if the room has been emptied. Aside from two tables that were left behind, you can see shadows on the wall and on the floor where there used to be cupboards or a bed or something or for other furniture, and it's all gone. But that's just a scent that you pick up faintly. There is a stronger scent that reminds you of the uh, like an old desiccated uh, meat or flesh, something that has been uh, something that has rotted, but not all the way, like a exhumed corpse.
All right.
And you're not sure, depending on how the girl died, it might have been her body that's leaving this smell behind. But without having a chance to examine her body, you're not really sure whether or not this scent could be attributed to her. Uh, who else was looking around?
I'll look around.
I was trying to detect magic.
Okay. Well, detecting magic, aside from the rings, you don't detect any magic in the room.
Okay, cool.
I got a 17.
17. You also notice that, there's scratches in the stonework, and there used to be furniture here that's no longer here.
Well, it would be a 19 to see what's up with that stonework.
uh, you
Jen says hi.
No.
For that, you do notice that the door to outside of the room, the stonework around it is a little bit different. Looks like that door was built in recently,
Okay.
and on a dwarven time scale recently, like last year or two or something like that.
Okay. This door was put in within the last year or so.
You want to go check it out?
Expansion, gave me some money, bought the adjoining building, built out another room.
That sounds fine.
Just spitball. Let's go check that out.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's checking it out?
We're checking the wall out here. Is that
The
what?
door, the new door that
Yeah,
leads
I don't know
off.
if you can really see there's a door over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll open it.
Okay.
Back.
Orthog, you come over, and well, let's say you're probably over here looking at that door. You come over and check the door. It is locked.
Can I break it?
I mean, you can try.
I'd love to try.
Now hold on. We're really breaking a door down here.
There might be a key laying around.
It's an abandoned house.
Yeah, no one lives here.
Well, just checking in. Sorry. It seems like quite violent action.
Well, I'll wait if you want to look for a different key or.
I'll look for a key. Dan, if you want me to roll a perception.
Okay, go for it.
Boop, boop, boop. That is a 14.
Good boy.
Okay. You looking around the room, you do not find any keys.
Well, let's break it down then.
I can try to break the door down.
Let it rip, man.
Yeah. Sorry.
So
Didn't mean to derail.
Good idea. It was in a bad house.
it's a 14 plus 3.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to roll to hit the door. The door's not going anywhere. You just have to roll damage.
Okay, what's the damn though? So it's with my club or
Yeah.
Sure.
perfect?
Bardic performance. You want to buff them?
I'm gonna roll
Yes.
10 right here. It's gonna be 13. I 13.
13. Okay, you slam your club into the door, and one of the boards in the door splinters and cracks. It's gonna take a an amount of effort to break this door down. One smack isn't gonna do it.
Yeah, I'll just continue to beat the shit out of the door then.
Yeah. You're our only smacker.
Knock,
Okay.
knock. I mean, too late to cast silence on this guy.
Oh yeah.
Whatever, man. We're here. We're
Yeah.
them boys. We're the Ghostbusters.
We're the 45.
That's a 9.
All gassed up with no place to go.
Okay, the 9 does not
It's gonna.
cause any more damage to the door. The door is sturdy enough that it's gonna take more damage than that to, bypass the sturdiness of it.
Damn, so I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm not even doing any damage to it. Oh, there 11.
Okay. So yeah, you cause another crack in the door. But it's still holding.
Is it enough of a crack for one of our smaller folk to see in now?
I mean, no, it's just like, if you're not breaking a hole open, you're pushing the wood inward and it's bowing and it's cracking that way. But you haven't like made a hole or anything.
That's 11 again.
Okay, you do one more point of damage. It's basically hardness of the door is 10, so the only damage that you're doing is anything above 10 to
All
the
right,
door.
that's 13.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna start up Bardic for a round. So he gets a couple rounds. I'm gonna burn one, and I'm just gonna be singing Orthog hitting a fucking door. Who would have thunk it?
11.
Okay. So you hit the door. That's the 5th hit that actually does damage to the door. And then you all hear this bone-chilling scream. And all of you are shaken.
Oh.
Shooketh.
You shook up the door. The 45 will shook.
So you take a -2 penalty to attack rolls, saving throw, skill checks, and ability checks.
Damn. 4.
Whatever will the 45 do?
-2 to attack and damage.
Come back tomorrow.
No, just 2 attacks, ability rolls, and saving throws.
Mitigating the hell out of him.
Attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
Okay.
So like
you just-
any D20 roll, essentially take 2 off of it.
But I think the bigger thing is that somebody just fucking screamed and scared the shit out of all of you.
Yeah. Oh no.
Scary.
Maybe don't hit the door anymore.
Did he break the door down after 5?
Nope.
No, still going.
Yep.
Um, I don't know how this works either, so just tell me. Does my detect evil whatever go away?
Not you can keep concentrating on it.
Okay, I'd like to do that, and I'm assuming that it's gonna grow.
You resume, you start to concentrate on detecting evil again. You scan. You feel like the presence has gotten stronger, but you're still not able to, determine how many or pinpoint it. And that could just be because if it's on the other side of the door, you can't see through the door
Right.
with detect evil. Like you can, and what you're basically getting is that there is a presence of evil nearby, and that presence is kind of expanding outward to the immediate area. You're not sure what the origin it is.
I turn to the group and say, should I continue to beat this door down, or how are we
How
feeling?
long does shaking last, Dan?
Uh, you guys basically in the span of this conversation and him detecting evil, you kind of collect yourselves and it passes.
Then I would say keep going.
While he's smashing the door, I'm gonna take a look under the table.
Okay. Uh, Under the table there's some dust and yeah, nothing of note. The room seems pretty mundane, all things considered. It looks like an abandoned house. Anything of
Um,
significant value has been moved out.
since we heard the scream and I am making a lot of noise, can anyone change that? Does
Right,
anyone
roll
have?
silence cast.
Silence is a second level spell, so none of you guys can do it yet.
Dang. All right, I start swinging away.
Okay.
All right. 12.
Okay. It's starting to give way. You feel like a few more decent hits, you'll knock the door down.
That was 11, followed by an 11.
Okay.
11. 11.
Okay. At this point, the door is just kind of barely hanging on. Feel like you could probably just push it off the hinges or, you know, push it free.
Set it free. Set the door free now.
Hey, what? Flick, push that door. No, I pushed the door.
Okay. This way. You push the door open, and inside it looks like this room has not seen any activity for quite some time. There's a layer of dust on the floor. There is there are some furniture inside, but it is mostly covered with layers of dust and uh, disuse. And there is a large wardrobe in the on the other end of the room.
Um, and I'm Am I the only one in there right now? Or are you guys coming in? I'm just like, it's another room. Is that,
You are a giant turtle that is standing in a doorway. Ain't nobody getting past you.
that's what I'm saying. I just to let them know it's another room, and I walk in. I don't know what I mean. We gotta get in there.
Okay. Anyone following him in?
I follow him in.
Okay.
I ready an action to cast the spell to be determined in one level and select my sheet, and I will set the mind orthog over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait in the door.
You're gonna wait in the door.
Yeah, like in the doorway.
And doctor?
I'm gonna enter the room and go to the right. Right angle to the right.
Spells divine
Boop.
favor. What's your trigger? When combat is
I'll be right back.
totally. Oh no, same wardrobe.
Yeah, I guess the doctor is readying an action as well. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
it is.
you guys see the liberties that this cat is taking right now?
I was about to say, good doctor, could you give that kitty cat one chin scratch for me, please?
Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow meow meow.
It's a kitty cat.
Kiki.
Good. Good job, Glenn.
Kiki.
That was really good,
Go
Glenn.
take a break.
Kiki.
Good juice box.
Go take a break. Take a break, bud.
Kiki.
Let's go take a break.
Meow meow.
Beat up that door pretty good.
You did a great job. Beat the hell out of that door.
Here's Orthog.
What are you indicating? Do you think you could benefit from earplugs in crowds?
He doesn't like people.
He doesn't like people.
Yeah, I'm not implying anything. He hates the constant noise and people talking to him. So now he can just stand there with someone like,
He's got his loops in.
yeah, just all the time.
Oh no, Narjal has his AirPods in. He can't hear anything.
Oh yeah. I'm noise canceling.
No. It's touch pad.
Okay. So
What do you mean don't take out
everyone give me perception checks.
Okay. One of the best perceptions in the group, but I got a 13.
I got a 15.
19.
21.
Nice.
Money. Go ahead and roll a perception.
19. A big deal.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So wait, somebody else you got 19?
I got 19 too.
All right.
19, and then the good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flacco got a 21.
All right. Well, I'll say the three of you, and the good Reverend Doctor sees it the most clearly since he is the closest. But in the dust that is settled on the room and on the furniture and everywhere in here, there are fingerprints, or on the door of the wardrobe. But it's the fingerprints look like two sets of fingers from inside the wardrobe handle. Or so like you see so it's like the fingers come from out of the inside of the wardrobe and wrap around the outside. And that is the only disturbed dust that you can see in the room.
Not scary at all.
Hmm.
It's a wear dresser.
But it might be near the wardrobe.
I would say there's hands coming out of the wardrobe.
Do you want to full on detect evil? This would be the
Yeah,
third
sorry.
round.
I detect evil on the hands, or I guess.
Okay. You focus your detect evil, you take a look at this wardrobe, and whereas you just saw like an atmosphere, a hanging miasma of evil throughout the building, looking at the wardrobe, you can tell that there is a source of evil inside that wardrobe,
Okay.
and it is sickening to you.
So the dragon's in there.
The drag.
I mean,
3 dragons in a trench coat.
Oh my god.
I know what the player Glenn wants to do. What would Orthog do? I believe I see that's evil, and I shall smite evil and try to smash the hands or the wardrobe.
There aren't hands, they're fingerprints.
Okay.
Now, Orthok.
Let's throw something at it.
Now, Orthok.
Go ahead.
Let's say you're confident that inside of that armoire, there is something evil.
100%.
Now, I didn't tell you this because you boys were off gallivanting around town, but I did produce 1 flask of alchemical fire while you boys were out having a fun time. I could, with your encouragement, throw this flask at that wooden wardrobe and see what happens.
I think that's an excellent idea.
I like that a lot.
Do you want me to grease it first?
Now,
My rated action to cast my spell when he throws that.
is that grease flammable?
You guys, so are you handing this over to Orthog, the flask? Or
He's
what?
got-
What's going on?
From this distance, he's got a hell of a wind-up, this kid. Heck of an arm. So, yeah, I'm gonna hand you the flask. Here it is. 1 flask, alchemical fire. Sat for 1 hour, shelf stable. Put it right down the middle, kid.
You hand Orthog the flask. You guys all see this transpire and ready yourselves for what's about to come. And you turn back. The wardrobe is open. And none of you saw that happen.
I cast divine favor on myself.
And it is empty.
The fucking ghost. Someone throw the dust in the air. You know what? Actually, without saying anything, I start like trying to gather dust off the table and like throw it in different directions to try to stick the dust to the fucking ghost so we can see the ghost.
I don't know how ghosts work, man. Go for it.
I'm doing this particularly.
Okay. Who's got knowledge religion?
I do.
Okay. Roll knowledge religion as you watch Narjal frantically
Okay.
throw dust at ghosts.
Not great, but it's 12 on the dice, so 16.
I got an at 1.
Okay. Orthog, you know that ghosts are incorporeal and that dust is just going to pass through them just like anything else.
I'll stick to them. It'll stick to them.
Settle down with the dust. It will
You're
lose
also
our-
fairly certain that the ghost would just be able to pass through the door. It wouldn't have to open the wardrobe.
I'm still throwing dust.
Orthog, let's the group know to scan the corners. Let's circle up.
Okay. Everyone give me a perception check.
Come on, you son of a-
Nat 20, baby!
14.
Terrible. I have a plus 8.
Yeah, it's got rolling in there.
That's a
13.
9.
I got an 11.
Hey, dog.
Is that Otis?
Otis and Waffle.
So what did Flick and Orthog get?
Oh, did you not hear me? I got an at 20. I was all like, yay!
Oh, I mean, I heard someone, but I wasn't sure who said it. So that's a nat 20. What is that total for you?
I got a +2 and then 10 on that, right? So 32.
32. Okay. You guys are all scanning the room, and Flick, you looking around, you look up at the ceiling, and as soon as you do that, you see a woman, ghastly pale, holding on to the ceiling with her arms and her toes, and she has a prayer charm affixed to her face. Like a parchment that's about 4 inches by 7 inches hanging down from her forehead across her face, and you can just kind of see her eyes around the side of it. And as soon as you spot her, she spots you and lunges in your direction.
This is a job for the 45.
Roll for initiative.
I squeal terrifiedly.
And she grabs you, sinking claws into your flesh, and you take
Flick down again.
Flick is tough. He's got this.
you take 9 points of damage.
Ew.
You still conscious?
I got 1 HP, baby.
And and she has this vice grip on you. You are not going anywhere.
That's
Everyone roll for initiative.
Cool. This is fine.
Son of a bitch. I got a 1. If that helps.
Anyone above a 10?
a 13.
I got a 14.
11 for the doctor.
So Flick, and I think probably that one, Appleton, and then Marjol, Victor, and Orthog.
Bottleton.
Okay, and
Bottleton.
her initiative is a 16. So holding you, and her face is inches from your face, and she leans in, her forehead almost touching your forehead, Flick, and just like takes this raspy, deep inhale, and you just feel as though your very life is being drawn out of your breath. And you take 1 negative level, and you pass out.
So we're at level 1.
Well, if he takes 2 negative levels, he dies permanently.
I'm gonna be fine.
Man, damn.
So the rest of you see this woman grab a hold of Flick, and then you just see this wispy, what you would call his key leave his mouth and flow into hers as he becomes sallow, and it's kind of hard to tell since his skin's jet black, but pale-ish. Like he goes gray-ish.
You got
And
Shang
then goes limp, and kind of like his body slides off the claws that she's impaled into his shoulders.
So he's a negative. He has no
He's at
level,
-4 with 1 negative level.
which means hit points for him to be active again.
5.
We're talking about like a character level, right? So he's essentially an NPC. He's a commoner. Okay.
Your brother's soul is mine.
And and she like turns to face you, and all you guys can see is like just the outside of her face and this prayer charm hanging over her, most of her eyes, nose, and just to the top of her mouth. Since Flick, you are unconscious, Orthog, give me a religion check.
Easy peasy. Probably not 20. Not good deal. Not even close. That's a 9.
Are you satisfied with that?
No, I'd like the action die.
Okay, they're D4s, remember.
Yep. I was ready. God damn it. 11. Oh, I would like to do another action die.
Okay.
15.
15. Okay. With a 15, you recognize this undead to be a Jiangxi, which is basically a vampire.
All right.
Um, that draws out your key through your breath, and aside from that, you know that they are scared of mirrors and handbells.
Mirrors and handbells.
class. Yeah. You take a handbells class, right?
Just saying, that's what you know. That's what you remember about Jiangxi.
Yeah.
No.
And you're fairly certain that this is not something you can handle unprepared. Battle time.
Good thing we're prepared. You ready? You ready? All this stuff, right?
Hey, get a mini for the.
Where's Flicky? Oh, Flick's in the door on the ground, and she's like above him, or or is she on the ground?
She's on the ground now. She was like crawling around on the ceiling, and then she lunged down and grabbed him.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Sure. Um. I'm going to lend my as a swift action. Use my judgment. And judgment is a touch spell. So if I move, so I can't get to Flick right now. At all, really. Okay. Then I will use my swift action for judgment. For activating my judgment. I think it's just called judgment. Or it gives me of justice. +1 sacred bonus on all attack rolls. So I now +2 on all my attacks. And then I will swing my sword at this. For a 4-round attack. I'm taking a -2 all of those, so essentially I'm just canceling it out. Right. Oh no, I'm not shaking it anymore.
Not shaking.
So 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Okay. Rolling D4 twice. 1, 3, +4, 7, and then I'm adding +1 damage for divine favor, so 8 points of damage.
Okay. You slice into her and, get what you would consider a solid deep cut. You
Mhm.
leave only a scratch.
Oh no. And I can't really do 4 round attacks, right? So at this
I
level.
mean, you only have one attack, so you can take it. All of your attacks are just a standard action.
So then I'm gonna use my move. Uh, 5, 10. Okay, leaving, so threaten an attack opportunity.
Yeah.
So I'll just take a 5 foot step.
Okay.
To here.
Okay. Narjal.
I'll take a 5 foot step there, and I will imbue my hands with my cave slime
Mm-hmm.
as I cast grasping vine on this bee.
Okay.
Action die.
Explodes.
Action die. Look at this.
We have 14 roll. I know.
Okay. You know what? Yeah. Okay. 16 plus 6 is. No, you know what? I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. I have to try harder.
Massive.
Okay. So 19 plus 6 is 25 is the grapple.
Okay. The vine wraps around her.
Okay. She takes what, 1d4 acid damage?
Okay.
4.
You did it. You got one.
If we gain a level though, I'm fine.
Pretty good.
Because I can't take Dan's roll.
Oh.
Victor.
The good Reverend Dr. Victor T. Flaco.
It is I.
Hey.
The doctor moves backward. I'm not in a threatened square. I'm not threatening an attack of opportunity by moving. No.
Nope. How far back?
The wardrobe is open, correct?
Correct.
I get into the wardrobe.
Yeah. The witch's house.
And as a so just so I understand the situation, Flick is like hemmed up, like she's got her hooks in him.
When he dropped, she released him and
Okay.
she had her claws into his shoulders and she just kind of his body slid off of the claws.
Um,
So he's just
I
kind of on the
okay,
husk ground.
he's a husk. Uh, in now, I would like to within the armoire, silently and unobserved. I would like to hex this fell creature with misfortune.
Okay.
Um, so misfortune to you.
Okay. And that's a will save.
It is a will save.
Okay. She fails.
Fails will save. Misfortune. Move action. Action. Can I make a observation check on the confines of the just a quick glance inside of in the chest of drawers here, the armoire, the credenza, to see if there's anything that appears hella like spooky? vampire-y? Some sort of totemic object associated with this fucking thing?
Looking around inside, it seems like there's some personal belongings, like uh, a scarf, a uh, an old stuffed toy that is almost unrecognizable as to what it, used to represent. Um, there's a lithograph of a woman. It's like maybe only 3 by 3 inches, just this tiny little picture. Uh, just, some other weird odds and ends, but just what looks like, a collection of belongings that would belong to a person, a woman. So
All right,
they look old and, worn.
abandoned. Yeah.
Not at all.
All right. I think that's good for the doctor for now.
Okay.
Misfortune.
Misfortune. All right, Orthog.
Yeah. So just quick question. Can I smite and still attack twice?
You can attack twice. Why would you be able to attack twice?
I don't know because it says on here 1d10 plus 4 / 1d10 plus 5 for damage. So I thought that was
Right. The 1d10 plus 4 is your normal smite damage. The
Okay.
1d10 plus 5 is the first attack that you land when you're smiting an undead, demon, a devil, or a dragon. So you do a little bit more damage on your first attack against one of those things than you do on any further attacks against those things.
just to confirm here. A vampire lich woman is undead or not undead?
It is undead, yes.
Okay, I would like to smite and attack.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Once again, Glenn's the carry.
Smite.
Okay, that's 14,
Alright.
21,
What?
21, 14 plus 7.
That will hit.
Sweet. 1d10 plus 5. Come on, baby. Okay, 8, 13.
13 points of damage.
Yep, 8 plus 5.
Okay. You slam into her, and radiant energy explodes from your club as you smash into her, and she reels in anger at that blow. In return, she is going to attack you back.
Yeah. Thought so, maybe.
Does she
However,
take negative because of the grapple condition or no?
Oh yeah.
and she is misfortunate.
Yeah. Yes, we are the Orthogs crew.
Oh, jeez.
-4 to Dex, -2 to all attack rolls, maneuver checks. Okay, so her first attack misses. And her second attack also misses.
Boom.
That's the Breakfast Club right there. Bender.
Oh, the Breakfast Club.
Okay. Flick. Make a Constitution save or a Fortitude save throw.
Go. I'm flabbergasted I rolled a 20. It bounced out. It doesn't feel fair. I'm gonna re-roll.
What do you mean it bounced out?
It bounced out of the place I was rolling it in. It's still it's still a good roll. I just couldn't take it in good conscience.
Refusing to take a crit. What's going on?
Yeah, that's weird. As long as it's not cocked, I'll take it.
18.
18. Okay, you stabilize.
Alright, you did. You're gonna need to reroll a new character.
While you're
I
rerolling
got
that,
you feel now.
yeah, it'll
What?
look
That was fun.
I
get you a super.
cast Wrath on myself. That was my last spell slot of the day.
Okay.
I can't make an attack at this point. She is grappled though, so I will use my move. Right, she can't take an attack of opportunity if I move out. She's grappled, right?
Well, you already took a 5-foot step out, so I think you're already
I'm already good.
safe.
Well, so what if I want to get into where Flick is, like occupy this door space?
I mean, yeah, if you try to get to
Okay,
Flick,
5,
you
10,
are
15.
going to get an attack of opportunity.
She'll take it as
She's
like a
grappled
bind.
and she's penalized, and she's got the misfortune hex, so she's at a steep disadvantage here. But
Still not worth it.
fuck that guy.
It's not worth it. Gotta play my character. And I can't get around it to a flank the other side, can I?
Nope.
Okay, in that case, I just take a 5-foot step back into a square, so on the next turn I can attack.
Nargle.
I cast guidance on Bortig.
Your
Yeah.
vine goes away.
Yep. Yeah, I cast guidance
You
on
have to touch him for that.
Ooh, I think I might, yeah.
Well,
So
you
let
just
me
gotta-
roll around. And there we go. And then I kind of. Yeah, I guess that's it because it's a movement. So yeah, go around.
Okay, and you cast guidance on.
Yep. So the next D20 roll, you get a +1, buddy.
All right, good Reverend Doctor.
It is I. Did the hag, the fell creature, take a turn? Were they in the roto?
Yeah, she tried, and
Oh, yeah,
your
that's right.
misfortune and the grapple and
Okay,
everything basically nullified her attacks.
So that was the turn that wasn't like an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
Yeah, right. That was her turn, yes.
All right, still within the cupboard. I would like to cast command on the thing.
Okay.
And I want to say, halt!
Okay. And one is a saving throw. And I'm gonna throw an action die on that. I think I'm only gonna need one.
Blacko's beaten up on these motherfuckers lately. Not as much as Orthog.
Okay, so that is a 20.
Can I throw an action die?
It'll only add it up by 1.
It'll only bump it up by
No,
one.
okay. Well, then, yeah, that beats my spell.
Do you own that?
No, it exploded.
Or 2 drops.
They explode for me too. Anything else? Good doctor?
As a swift action, I cast bungle on the thing.
Okay.
You are into becoming a character.
And this is the bungle that we talked about.
Okay. All right, Orthog.
I will hit her again
Yeah, you get an additional +1.
to attack or damage.
Attack.
I ain't gonna need it. That's a 6 tizzle, so 16 plus 7. 23, 24.
Just
What?
It's character.
24 to hit.
Oh, I thought you said 6. You meant 16. Okay.
Oh,
Got it. Yeah, that will hit.
and this is D10 plus 4 this time. Okay, well, that's not as good. That's oh man, that's only 6 points of damage.
6. Okay.
Are you using that shillelagh or no?
I haven't. I have not. I don't have. Do I? I don't know if I have it on, or do I?
Yeah, you have the ring.
Okay, now I know now. I wasn't sure. Sorry, guys. Only my
Okay. That's it for Orthmar. On her turn, she's going to continue attacking Orthog.
pretty good.
And that first attack is bungled. So that is not going to hit with an 11. But the second attack is a 21.
Hmm.
So that is going to hit.
Get me.
I'm going to throw an action die on the damage.
Damn.
She really wants to hit back at this fucking turtle. And that is 11 points of damage.
Big whoop.
And what is your combat maneuver defense?
CMD 14.
What?
So where's your combat defense? He said
Oh,
14.
CMD 14. Okay. I just heard D14. I'm like,
D14,
they're
baby.
not playing Battleship.
Ooh, that's a good name for us. D14.
That's good. You should
Okay, so that she got a 19 on that, so you are grappled.
Aw.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
How did I get grappled?
Okay. All right.
The spell is entangle.
Battle time. And just so you know, Orthog, if you are grappled, you cannot swing a two-handed weapon while grappled. You can only attack with light one-handed weapons.
Okay.
move into a flank at all. Is there any fucking flank available? Like he's down. Otherwise, there would be in the flank.
Yeah, you could. Well, let's just
I'm just trying to figure out
simplify
like,
this.
the door is.
You can move to there. She's gotten into it with primarily with Warthog, so it's more.
Yeah.
You can attempt to flank.
Which gives him +2.
Yep.
5 foot step. Move to flank, going for attack. Okay. Giving +5 right now. I'll put action die on my attack. That explodes. And that's okay, so it's not 7, so it's 22 to hit, which will hit.
That will hit.
Leave. That should be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna put one more action die on it. I want to get a lot of damage on her.
Okay.
If I can. I do not. I put one more point of damage on her.
Well,
What a waste.
all right. Margel.
To put a +1 on Orthog, or to try to attack her with my sling.
A +1 to what?
Any D20, pretty much any D20 roll he makes next.
The next one he's probably gonna make is a fortitude save roll because she's gonna do that.
Yeah.
Suck the life out of one thing, the same thing she did. 'Cause
I
she's
am
probably
going
got,
to-
like, 1 hit point.
Touch Orthog's foot, and give him the blessing of guidance,
Okay.
and I will take 1 5-foot step back towards the wall.
Okay. Good Reverend Doctor.
From the relative not safety of the armoire, I'm going to cast Daze on the creature.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is that a will save or a fortitude save?
Will save.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 19.
Damn. Okay, that's the doc. I make a perception check. So just to be clear, Orthog is grappled by the beast.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And who's standing behind Orthog being grappled by the beast?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm assuming when Orthog picked up his club, that flask of alchemical fire hit the deck and is somewhere near his feet.
That's possible.
Possible.
Yeah. I mean, well, the thing is, if he dropped it, it
Mhm.
would have shattered when it hit the ground. So I think he probably like stowed it in a pouch.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, he wouldn't just drop the alchemical flask of fire at his.
Mhm.
Put it, smash it on her, Glenn.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Doc out. If she's will resisting my attempt at a daze, then
Okay. All right. Orthog.
Yeah. Couple questions here. So for me to use the ring, is that a swift action?
No, that is a standard action.
And I
And you'll
cannot.
have to make a concentration check to do it while grappled. And that will be a difficult concentration check.
How I guess I don't. How exactly am I grab? How do I want to try to break the grab?
Okay.
You get a +1.
Make a combat maneuver check.
All right. So D20. 12 on the dice, and then is that a CMB or
Yeah, you add your CMB and then +1 from Narjal.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17 plus an action die?
Okay. This is your last one, right?
Yep. By the power of Grayskull. 3. Okay. 17, 18, 20. 17, 18.
Okay. Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
throw an action die on it, dude.
I already did.
Okay. So on her turn, she is going to attempt to suck the life out of you.
No.
So you need to make a fortitude save.
Come on, turtle man. Stand together again.
Here we go. Okay. 18 on the die. Plus 5.
Okay.
23.
Okay, so she gets right up in your face and does this deep, raspy inhale, and you pull your face away and keep your mouth closed and refuse to let her draw your breath out.
Ooh.
You hear it
Yes.
behind you.
All right, and Flick is still down. Battle time.
I make another attack. I knew it. I could feel it. Natural one. Feel it as it was wrong. It doesn't feel good.
The on-site boys are rolling real poorly.
What are you talking about? I've been consistently hitting her.
It's not okay. Let's just be together.
You just made that up.
We should be together right now.
Nah.
You're pulling us
I'm
apart.
gonna throw an action die on there so that she gets an attack of opportunity. She lashes out with her free claws.
Going down now, bud.
And that is going to hit a 19
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
for 9 points of damage.
Oh man, we are.
Luckily, she's already grappling, so she cannot grapple you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Narjan.
Oh boy.
What are your options? What do you have left?
I will cast. I can douse her in water. I can stabilize someone who's down. I can entangle the entire room, including myself. Or I can cast guidance on my boy.
Oh, is that your last spell slot though? You can only do like one more spell.
No, I mean those are. It's a horizon. So it's a 0th level spell. It's a
Cantrip, yeah.
cantrip. Yeah.
Same.
So
She can go on the fucking ceiling though.
yeah,
She entangle the whole room when she succeeds.
She hasn't touched the ground yet.
yeah.
She was like on Flick, and then she jumped onto Orthog.
Fucking slinger.
Yeah, but like we already know that she's got like BR, and the sling, if it hits, is a 1d4 minus 1. I hate to do this, but I can't move, then attack, then do the standard action and then move again. I am going to leave.
So get played.
Yeah. I'm going this way, and I will grab onto Flick's body as my standard action, and I cannot move anymore unless I can grab him as I run by during a full retreat.
You can grab him as you go by, and then when you drag him, so like that's you were here.
I was one behind.
Here,
There, yeah.
5, 10. You grab a hold of him.
15.
20. So like basically, you just when you're dragging a body, your movement speed is reduced to half.
Okay, cool.
So you get him out of the doorway.
Yep. Can I then shut the door? No, I don't want to do
The
that.
handle's
That'll be a
in,
little too
and
mean.
the handle's in there.
That'd be a little too mean. Okay, cool. I do that. Flick, I'm trying to save you, buddy. The rest of the party's gonna die today.
Victor.
I clearly see our dwarven companion lose his shit and freak out and head out the door.
Fair response.
I once again attempt to cast Daze on the thing.
Okay. Okay. That is, I'm going to throw an action die on that.
Come
Explodes. Oh,
It's
18.
plus the amount.
Yeah, that'll beat it.
Sorry, it's the only monster in this fight. I don't
Yeah.
want it to shut down for a whole
Our
round.
action economy is very, very strong against this thing.
It would be
Anything
if
else?
the doctor could land something.
All right, Orthog.
Turtle Man.
I am still grappled.
Yes, you are.
I would like to try to break the grapple.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a different dice. Okay. I'm never using that. 17 plus what? 4? Or plus fortitude? 17.
No, plus your combat maneuver bonus.
Oh, my bad. So plus 4, 17. 21?
17 total.
No, 17 plus 4.
17 plus
21.
4.
21. Yeah. I think I got that last time.
Right, but you're grappled, so you take a minus. Well, except those made to grapple. Okay. So yeah, this time you are going to get free.
You missed it by 1 last time. Damn.
Damn.
So, but that's what you do this round is just escape the grapple.
Yeah, that's good.
Now it is her turn.
Oh, God. Where all those spells been coming from?
Who is it gonna be?
You're gonna make 2 attacks on Orthog. Okay, the first one is a natural 1.
Crit
Unfortunately,
that.
Orthog does not have any more actions.
I have an action die and she's right next to me.
But she's not attacking you.
But she's right there.
That's not the way.
In a flank. Okay, you
I
can
don't
do
mean to
something
be-
with a flank, but you can't do. All right.
I don't mean to be perpetually devil's advocate, but
No,
that's
no.
never happened before.
But her second attack is going to hit a 24
No.
for 6 points of damage.
We lost the third.
How much?
6.
Okay, that takes me down to minus 4.
Lick said, we can't do this. And we said, well, we may as well try.
Was it flank? I thought it was an orthog that the awareness.
Oh,
They were
Orthog. No, Flick saw it and got a crit on the.
Orthog knew,
Oh.
but he didn't say anything or
Okay.
he didn't act on that knowledge. Battle time.
I start yelling, get the fuck out of there.
I mean, does she
And everyone in the room.
look? Do I get a
She's-
sense?
The one hit that Orthog landed on her really messed her up.
Hit her twice.
Bludgeoning damage.
You've been scratching her.
He's smiting. He's a cleric. He is he's smiting evil, and she is evil.
What is orthog at?
Minus 4.
Okay.
Can you cast Cure Light Wounds on him with your ring?
Well, I'm thinking I'd take a 5-foot step over here and I will do that.
Yes, that's a good call.
I need to roll a concentration check.
Yeah, it's going to be 15 plus. Where is it? 15 plus double the spell level, so you're looking for a 17.
I need to roll higher than a 17.
17 or higher, yeah.
It's probably not gonna happen. I don't add anything to it.
You add your wisdom bonus and your level.
Nope, it's not gonna do it. I'm at a 14.
Do you have used magic device? Does that help at all?
No.
Debating if I want to use an action die. Not a 11 plus my wisdom modifier, which is a 2. It's a 13 plus my level gives me a roll 14. I need to roll 3, so I have a 75% chance of not doing that. Or I need to roll 3 or higher, right? If I
Yeah,
match it,
so you got a 50-50 shot.
Either way, it's good role play. Come on now.
Yes, it explodes.
and then it's
Well,
You did it. Still, it's roll it.
Explodes again.
All right.
Explodes a third
the
time.
most impotent thing. Great.
well, for the fact that it exploded 3 times, I'll let you add another hit point to the healing total.
It's pretty
Okay,
good.
cool.
Yeah.
So
D8
one
plus
D8.
1.
Yeah. There it is. Okay. 5 hit points of health directly to Orthog. You are back up to 1 hit point.
Okay.
I took a 5-foot step to standard with me.
Okay. I will say so we got Narjal and Victor before Orthog. You both know that if he stands up quickly enough that he can get a swing in, he will incur an attack of opportunity from standing up that way, unless she already used her attack of opportunity this round.
Okay.
Me.
As my standard action, I would like to throw the body of Flick as gently as I can towards the door.
What is your strength?
9.
Oh.
Flick weighs like what? 35 pounds?
Okay, cool. And then I would like to run past her
Okay.
to there.
Okay, that hits a 16
That is the number.
for 9 points of damage.
I am at -3. No, never mind. I kept my stuff with me. I was reduced to 9. I am at 0
Why are you reduced?
because I made a slime.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weird.
Right now, I'm actually not
And
used anymore, but it doesn't heal me.
she is going to
Hit point of max reduction.
she's going to grapple you. Step 2. Actually, that might not do it. What's your combat maneuver defense?
9.
Okay, yeah, she only got an 11, but you are grappled.
Yeah, just as long as everyone saw how heroic I was being.
We did.
Okay. Doctor.
For the third and final time, I attempt to cast Daze.
Okay.
Just a war of attrition.
16 on the die, so that's 22.
Damn, I don't think I've got enough action die to
Yeah.
make that happen.
Uh-uh.
No.
Well,
It all comes down to Orthog.
All right. So just make it clear. I can stand up and hit her, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And then do I still have guidance +1?
No.
No.
I don't know
Okay.
anymore.
So it's just Orthog. It's his skill set now.
Yep.
Come on, Tiamat fight. Let's go.
Okay. I don't know if that's going to do it. 14 + 7,
That'll hit.
21.
21 will hit.
All right. All right. I'm using my white die because I'm smiting. Just saying.
smite.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Make sure that's right. Yep.
Such a roller coaster listening to him.
Yeah.
Smite.
9 + 4, 13.
13 points of damage. That takes her out.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Oh my god.
You slam into her, and her entire form just explodes in a flash of light, and her body disappears, and just like her clothes drop to the ground, and the prayer charm that was affixed to her forehead floats and rests on top of the clothes.
It needs to be.
Yeah. What? Let's get Flick. Let's get the little one up.
I'm just at 0, being like,
I think we probably got to destroy that prayer charm.
Yeah, that
Paper.
charm.
I think that's got to go.
Can I detect evil on the prayer charm?
You use detect evil, and like what you can detect at this point is just the evil that remains from her being here, like the evil that you sensed from outside.
Okay,
You don't get the sense that the prayer charm itself is evil.
I relay that to the group, and then that let us now tend to our friends, the fallen.
Yeah, 10 to the fallen, and we gotta search this place and see what the fuck Victor commences a more thorough search of the armoire. Any hidden compartments? Any secret bits, drawers?
Is Flick gonna wake up and be like, where am I?
Is Flick gonna wake up?
No, I'm saying
Lick is going to need. Well, if he gets healed sufficiently, he'll wake up, but he's going to need rest to regain his level.
Mm-hmm.
I kept my
okay.
reading too, guys.
Reverend Doctor, go ahead and make a perception check to search the armoire.
Natural 1, baby.
I mean, yeah, you see some of these belongings, the lithograph, the scarf, the old ratty stuffed toy, but nothing of interest or value.
I call over Badalton. He's still standing, right?
Yeah. I look terrible, but yeah.
Badalton,
Yeah.
would you mind giving this here armoire a quick once over? I think there's some handy loot just outside of my perception.
Well, I don't deal in furniture, but I could give it an appraisal.
You sound like that.
18 appraise check.
Okay. Looking through the armoire, you do find a secret compartment.
Yes.
Ah,
And in that compartment, you find a silver locket.
so
Flick and I are going to roll perception checks on the locket. Oh, wait.
you're fine, right?
No.
You're like one hit point.
I have 0.
Yes, but you're standing. Yeah.
Barely.
I was at 0. Come on, join the club.
I turn to
Just real
Badalton.
quick, Orthog, did you pick up the prayer charm, or is that just laying there? Just question.
It's I haven't done anything yet. I hit her, she evaporated, and it's wherever it just landed.
Okay.
I turn to Badalton and say, "Now you better put that locket in your pocket. We better hightail it out of here." And I walk over to Orthog and I say, "Orthog,
Oh.
Yes.
Orthog.
Yes.
Now I'm going to go ahead and take this here piece of paper and examine it for witchiness." I pick up the prayer thing and I put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Right. You pick it up, you put it in your pocket. And just a few seconds later, the clothes inflate and refill with the body of the Jiangxi.
No.
And you now see her face, her bloodshot eyes, her twisted visage, and she looks around wildly and hops out of the room. Literally hopping on 2 feet.
Strange.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that? The strain of saying that I collapsed.
I pull out the piece of paper that I just put in my pocket and I look at it and see if I can read it.
Give me a linguistics check.
I don't think I have this knowledge linguistics. Oh,
So it'd just be an
just
intelligence check.
intelligence. 12.
12. It is a little hard to read, and it's in a sort of calligraphy that has a unsettling, style to it. Uh, but it basically translates to "I will never forgive."
That's not good.
And you hear a scream from out in the street, and if any of you go to investigate, you find that she has disappeared. There's a woman in the alleyway who saw her and screamed at the sight of her, but other than that, she has absconded. And
Solved anything.
you guys, welcome to level 2.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And we're gonna go ahead and level up at the very beginning of next session with fresh action.
No.
I like the sound of that. Sounds good to me.
What does this shillelagh ring do again?
Glenn, you
It
dipshit.
will make your club do 3d8 points of damage
Thank you.
instead of 1d10 for 1 minute.
Just wanted to write that down. Just wanted to have that quick jaunt.
Dang. Yeah. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, we're level 2. I guess we need to get the fuck out of here and heal up the wounded,
I'll
the
throw,
unconscious, revive them.
throw
Um,
So is Flick the only one with action dice? Or does Victor have 1 or 2?
I have I have 3 action die. I was not able to use any of them.
Okay.
Samesy. If you don't take an action during the encounter, you never need to burn one.
All right. Well, I am gonna ask you guys to roll for your.
It's D8 for Druid, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? Oh, sorry, I don't. What is it for Paladin?
That's what my husband.
7.
Nice.
Uhtred was a D12.
Orthog is a D10.
Thank you. I'm going to do the blue one for health.
What?
Oh, sorry. God damn it. 2.
2. Bummer.
Thank you.
D10?
Is it a D10 or is it D8 for an Inquisitor? I think it's a D8.
Yeah.
Constitution from your current HP.
Ooh, oh, devastating. It's a 1.
You can reroll once.
Hooray! 6.
What's that?
I'll roll 2 again.
Effectively, we both effectively doubled our shit.
Yeah.
Level 2s when you actually become an adventurer.
Okay, who's next? Well, Flick and Good Reverend Doctor, you can use your action die to have me roll a die and take either or. So who's up first?
I'll go. Am I a D8?
D6 for a win.
D6. 5.
Okay, well, you get the 5 then.
I'll take the 5 for HP.
Cool. And Flick.
I'm a D8. So I got a 1.
Okay, you can re-roll the 1.
And then I got a 5.
Okay, well, I also got a 5, so.
Cool.
And I re-rolled for funzy and rolled a 2 again.
Well, there you go. That's okay.
Yeah, but a 10 would have been cool.
Good.
All right, so the start of the next session, we will level up all of your characters. Shouldn't take too long. Level 2 is not crazy big. Yeah, no, I wasn't sure you guys were actually going to defeat her.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was,
think
She
we were that
is a
prepared.
vampire, and vampires come back if you don't properly kill them.
Yeah.
Damn. So as we're leaving the abandoned building, Reverend Victor T. Flacco, make sure he's the last one out of that main room, and he pulls like a large for him as a rat folk piece of white chalk out of his doctor's coat and tags a quite large Norvo Texino on the wall that looks like that in white chalk.
Alrighty then.
Say it again. What does it look like? Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
an insignia.
The doctor.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there before we end it.
I love that.
Love.
Love it.
Because
Yeah, no, I forgot how absolutely decimating a paladin smite can be on an undead. Because the other thing about paladin smite is it bypasses all DR.
That's just brutal. I mean, it's yeah. Glenn, you play very powerful characters. I think you like to roll big and swing high, and you love to see it. I will say, incapacitating her in the first round to allow him to,
Yeah,
come
that
up and
helped.
do that shit. Fucking the Reverend and Narjal really hit that out of the park, but
Yeah.
relatively impotent for both of us.
Oh
after
yeah, that she did not. She was taken out. She lost an entire round of attacks. That was big.
Certainly not as big as the attacks by our friend. Still pretty good.
You
Well, there's
gotta
a
you
lot-
gotta hold them still.
Yeah.
The smite adds a +7, so that was what was helping me a ton.